Say you're watching a movie, and one character says to another character, say, hey, what's your number, man? What's the other character always say? 555, 5555. You know why we got to do that? Because stupid ass people go to the movies and then go home and try to call the characters that they just saw. Hello, is Indiana Jones here? No, motherfucker, he's fake. It's not his number.
We ready to roll?
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the Panels on Pages podcast.
Big boys playing with big toys.
This is quality content.
The boomers are into it.
Hey man, I just show up.
With your host, Lee Rodriguez.
I am a visionary. Like, oh, you have a podcast? I'm like, no, that's not me. That's somebody else.
Jason Nyes.
Yeah, sure. I'm not getting any vegetables in my diet. I'm just a thick boy.
Jose Guzman.
Is Jose on the show tonight?
He says he's coming.
It's like Elton John all over again, just minus the death threats.
Kelly Harris.
Reach your hand in your pants there, big boy. That's not me. I don't sound like that anymore.
And our good buddy Mahoney.
Hey, Mahoney's here. What's up, Mahoney?
We can do just glorious, wonderful things on our phones, people.
No one's ever done anything like this before.
It's gonna be massive.
It's going to be great. I mean, obviously, I think it'll be great.
And it's all killer, no filler.
My seat's on fire! Your take's so hot!
Come on. It's so good.
It's pretty good. It's there. It's reliable. You know what you're getting every single time.
Man, I'm so glad you found us.
You're all terrible people, and I'm glad you're my friend.
Put that in the intro.
That's really funny.
Over 500 episodes, and you'd think they'd have the hang of it by now.
It seems like the concept that would run its course very quickly. What is happening, everybody? Today is Tuesday, April 20th. That 420, baby. 2021. This is episode number 555 of the Panels on Pages podcast. I am your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. Joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Nyes.
Sure, canceling plans is great, but have you ever canceled plans with your therapist?
Jose Guzman.
Be right back. I'm gonna go hit these toys that just fell.
Kelly Harris.
Let me take my victory lap, Lee.
I'm very sorry. And our good buddy Mahoney. What's up, Mahoney?
You fool, that's gasoline.
Just as I came upstairs, I looked over and there was a massive casualty, just dominoes of little plastic peoples went falling down. And I'm like, oh, it's time for the show. And I started sweating.
Yeah.
And Kelly was like, let me reconnect. And I'm like, oh, thank God. I can go fix this. I'm not going to be able to focus until I put this stuff back because I'm a sick person.
That's kind of why I'm reconfiguring my whole plan for the pizza wall room, because I wanted to just put things on shelves, but now it's like, that's tile floor in there. I want to put them in glass cases so that not only will those NECA figures not murder-suicide themselves off the top of a shelf, but it'll keep the dust out, too.
Yeah,
Now,
that's
there's
a great
something to be
idea.
said for that, for sure.
Finding a glass case that'll fit a street diorama is just a little difficult.
Yeah, you're not gonna have an easy time with that one.
I haven't, Kelly. Let me tell you, I haven't. I haven't had an easy time.
You gotta hit up like a store that's closing and buy their like display case.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, find yourself a jeweler going out of business.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah,
Or rob one.
built
We can
the
do a heist.
I built this big ass shelf to go out in the hallway to put our Legos on finally, and so I got the frame put together, but I can't put the shelves on until we start putting buildings on and make sure they're as high as they're supposed to be, because they're all adjustable and shit. And once we get that done, that's gonna be like the last, big thing, and it will look like we fucking live here. It's very exciting.
I'd like to
It only
throw
took,
back
like,
to
6
when
months.
Jose said that we were going to rob a jewelry store, but for the display case. We were going to pick up the display case, shake out all the jewelry, and then just take the case and be like, don't
I have no
follow
use
us.
for this.
Well, these guys,
Ridiculous.
they must not be criminals, or else they would have taken all these gems and rubies.
Yeah.
They said it's so weird. Like everything was just taken out of the cases, left, but all the cases are gone.
So speaking of jewelry stores,
Oh no. What'd you do?
Kelly, you watching Riverdale this season?
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my favorite nonsensical things they're doing on Riverdale, and this is, mind you, in a season full of, serial killers
Nonsensical
and
things.
possibly aliens. It's wonderful as always. But in the town of Riverdale that has become so impoverished in the years and the time gap that Hiram Lodge managed to get it unincorporated, and they closed the school. It's a real shit show, is Riverdale.
Yeah, it's not going well.
Veronica's like, I'm gonna open up a luxury jewelry store, and I'm like, bitch, who's shopping there? Like, who is this for? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, then she's like, don't worry, I'm gonna make my own Veronica currency.
She opened up the shop just to get the discount.
She starts dealing in V-Bucks.
She did.
Shouted at the TV. I'm like, who shops here? Who is this for? You fucking idiot.
She 100% did. She made her own Confederate gold.
Kind of did.
Confederate
did
gold.
make V-Bucks. She may as well call them V-Bucks, Veronica Bucks. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
That's the joke.
And then they're like, hey, what's going on here? What? Where's all this money coming from? And the students in her class, but she's also a teacher now. It's like, we printed some more. I'm like, congratulations, you fucked up my inflation, you dicks. Show's tremendous. It's so
Is
good.
the season good so far?
Of course. Of course it is.
And they just announced that Scooby-Doo, or it's Velma, that's basically going to be a Riverdale-esque thing, right?
Velma is good. I think I may be more excited about this Powerpuff Girls show I just found out about.
I thought you were saying that Velma was going to become a character on Riverdale, and I almost fell over. I was so excited. I was like, that is the stupidest, greatest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Well, sorry.
Imagine the crossover potential.
Imagine Velma just rolls into town and Jughead's like, I'm weird, not normal.
Velma rolls in, and in 18 minutes, every mystery is solved. Yeah. She's like, show's over.
She starts going through the Riverdale backlog.
So good.
All the cold cases.
That Powerpuff Girls show does look ridiculous.
Oh, I'm so in.
Yeah, I'm hyped.
And it has like the chick from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yep.
Like the Disney Channel girl, who I think was also on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Probably.
Odds are good.
No, I'm fucking into it. It's gonna be so stupid. Yeah. I don't have a whole lot to talk about this week. I've been pretty chill, other than over the weekend, Goat and I went to Toy Store up in Hendersonville. He found that on Instagram. We've been thinking about going for a while.
Man.
We're all fucking vaxxed up, made the trip, headed up to the hard city of Hendersonville. It's not very hard, it's a suburb. And it's a pretty cool spot called Replay Toys in Hendersonville, Tennessee. They got a whole bunch of, everything from old vintage, Barbies and old action figures to, Mezco 112s and everything in between. It was a pretty cool spot. I bought myself a couple of big boy toys. I got a new Transformer, and I found that the new Pimp Daddy Destro from the Classified series, which is just, that's just fun. Like, why would I not get that if I saw it in person? And watched this goat spent, a good chunk of time deciding, whether or not he wanted to spend upwards of $100 on 2 old school She-Ra ponies.
Nice.
And he fucking did.
Good.
like a real fucking weirdo. He's like, I'll take the old girl toys place. But this one's hair's all nice. But it's like one of the ponies and then the tiger, which, and I gotta tell you, like, I don't know a whole lot about that world, but it's one of those old flocked tigers, and it was in pretty damn good shape because, if you ever find a panther at a flea market these days, it's
a real sad state of affairs.
Yeah. They get rough. So this thing was looking pretty good. So I would have got it too if I was him, if that was my world, because it was in really good shape. Like, all the hair wasn't all fucked up like, some kid didn't braid it 30 years ago. It's pretty good. It was a good time. That's fuck, what else? In preparation for this week's release of the new Mortal Kombat, I did start playing some Mortal Kombat 11. It's a good time, you guys. For a while.
When is that out?
Yeah,
Is that Friday?
Friday. Comes out for my birthday.
Nice.
Birthday month.
Gonna go get sushi.
Happy birthday,
watch
month.
Mortal Kombat like a real champion. Can't wait.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
This is a shocking revelation, I understand. I've never played Mortal Kombat.
Not a single Mortal Kombat?
Not a single combat have I
How did you
mortaled.
grow up in the area you grew up in? Didn't at least play Mortal Kombat 2 on a Genesis?
Never. Not one time.
That's weird.
Yeah.
How have you not even
I
like
agree.
just seen an arcade cabinet and someone's been like, "Hey, you want to play?"
I mean, I've seen Mortal Kombat. Like, I am fully aware of Mortal Kombat. I just have never played it. Never been presented with the opportunity to play it.
Well, next time you come over, honey, we're gonna play a shitload of Mortal Kombat.
I'm gonna suck at it. I'm sure. You got a
Probably.
lifetime ahead of me, a head start.
Well, they did a
So
pretty
you never
cool
ran
thing.
around the house singing the song and screaming, Mortal Kombat!
Yeah, he was
No,
robbed
definitely
of an
didn't.
important life moment. It's a real damn
Yeah,
shame.
there's a lot of times in my life where I'll be like, haha, yeah, I totally get that because of, that game with the Scorpion and the other dude who looks exactly like Scorpion but blue.
To be fair, Mortal Kombat is along the same lines as a RoboCop, so
You know what?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
probably got something to do with it.
couldn't really do a Mahoney cut of Mortal Kombat.
That's true.
I also we
What's-
didn't have a Sega, and it just wasn't around. Like I just didn't have any friends who had that. Like
Yeah, the
Just
Super Nintendo
never
versions weren't as
presented
good as the
itself.
Sega versions. What's weird though is that for as much as my son Jax doesn't really like scary things in movies, or even like if I'm playing a game with zombies in it, he flips out whenever something like gross happens.
Yeah, he would
This
never want to
motherfucker
go to
loves
Stealthy
Mortal
Stronghold because the Predator's there.
He fucking loves Mortal Kombat. It's so weird.
And he doesn't even like tomatoes.
Right, exactly.
I remember the game that my brother had. So we played the shit out of some Street Fighter, and then there was some game that was a fighting game, and my brother was all about it. Mace the Dark Age.
Wow, that sounds
And-
familiar.
He was super into it, and then I would just smash buttons, and he would get so mad.
Because you would beat him every time, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, because I'd be like low kick, low kick, low kick, low kick.
I
and he'd be
did
like,
play
"Stop
this
it."
game. I totally played this game.
Yeah, he loved this game.
And Street Fighter is kind of the Mahoney cut of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could,
No blood, no real
there was no real gore.
yeah.
No. It's Mortal Kombat is the Jose cut of Street Fighter. Street Fighter did come first.
funny
Mortal
is that
Kombat's the fuck knuckle version.
Yeah. What's funny is that for a while it was like the Street Fighter games where you're more, technical fighters, and the Mortal Kombats are just kind of, schlocky, whatever. But in recent years, they've become legit ass fighting games with really solid, combo systems and all this. Like they're pretty fucking rad.
It's
Starting-
still not beating the technical aspects of Street Fighter. Lee, you in there
Probably
counting
not.
frames? You in there counting frames, Lee?
I'm definitely not there counting frames, so you're
All right,
probably
then.
right about
Whoa.
yikes.
You need to-
Count
You
some
need to
frames, why don't
step
you?
up your game.
Somebody got accused of counting frames and hitting the frame juice.
You gotta
Street Fighter
count
kids
those
don't fuck
frames
around.
so you know if your attacks are faster than your opponent's attacks, so you know who to pick.
that. Street Fighter nerds are fucking crazy.
Who was your main
It's-
on
it's
Street
insane.
Fighter? Kelly.
I like Chun-Li.
Yeah, Chun-Li was cool.
That checks out.
Yeah.
Team Thick.
They did have a Chun-Li skin on Fortnite.
They did. It looked real cool.
Real thick.
Yeah, you should have got that.
I don't want to play.
Could have been
Fortnite.
We're gonna wear you down.
Could have
one
been
of
you,
these
but we
days.
playing.
Listen, you don't even have to play. You just come sit in the lobby, and you can watch, and you can just be on the thing and talk with us.
Oh my
How
god.
do you not
Kelly just doing
not
color
watch
commentary.
shit?
That's all I got. What's up, Nice?
All right, let me take a look at my notes. So I put up my pizza wall video last week. A lot of good
Yeah, you
responses
did.
to that.
Looks
Thank
real
you guys.
fucking good.
Thank you everybody for your nice comments. So much traction on it that I was getting likes and comments on Twitter, and I was like, wow, so these people can see my tweets. It's interesting. It's so weird. Wow, you do have the ability to like and retweet things. Congratulations. Speaking of, my wife has a YouTube channel now, Creative Coding on YouTube. She doesn't have a custom URL, but you all need to go follow that. She does time lapses of cool little coding projects.
It's pretty cool.
Get on it.
Oh shit!
She did that one the other day where she drew Mickey Mouse.
Yep.
And it's the split screen where there's all of her coding on the left and the drawing of Mickey Mouse coming to life over on the right. And it just like, it's like flurry of keystrokes, Mickey's eyes, flurry of keystrokes, like now he has a nose. And it's like, it's cool. It feels like I'm in a James Bond movie.
Yeah, she's really putting a lot of work into it. I'm very proud of her. On the other side of things, though, we got to talk about this discussion we were having in Discord. I forget who brought it up and how. I think it might have even been a Lee prompt. Like you were talking with Goat about it, about if maybe it was Zero and Cat talking about how is Mayor McCheese, could you disassemble Mayor McCheese? Like take his bun off and his burger and his cheese and his condiments and stuff like that.
No, that's ridiculous.
I think it'd be like body parts, right?
Yeah, to even consider that something doable is foolish.
Yeah, see, I don't think that Mayor McCheese's head is actually made of a cheeseburger. I think it just
Of course it is.
looks like a cheeseburger. Because if
But
it
it's like
was
body
made
part.
if it was made of a cheeseburger, it would go bad.
Yeah, he's horribly deformed.
Zero in the chat hit us up with a $2 super chat. Happy birthday, monthly.
Oh,
Aw, happy birthday,
Hey,
monthly. Thanks, Zero.
Appreciate it. Where do
No,
you
it's like that. Why? I can't just like take my eyes out and be like, all right, cool. I'm
Right.
just going on with my day.
No, you can't because you're not a magical hamburger man.
And he's not either.
Whoa.
He's a mutant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
he's
not
magical,
either.
is he?
no, he's not really magical. I
There's no
mean,
magic going on. He's just a fucking
he's
hamburger
just-
man.
He's a public servant. There's nothing
Yeah.
magic going on in public service.
Yeah.
Says, I'm here to serve you.
Nah, you can. I think you can totally disassemble him. You can disassemble fucking Big Mac. If you want to get nuts, you can fucking knee check the grimace and
Officer
put him
Big
to the
Mac.
two of them.
Put some respect on his name.
Now,
Jesus.
I know that in the commercials, they're just people in costumes. But still,
you?
like, that's our only record of note, video record of Mayor McCheese and or
you
Big
fucking
Mac.
do you people think you can just take Mac Tonight's glasses off?
Well, I mean, you can take Mac Tonight's glasses off. They're glasses.
Oh no, you can't. Those are attached. Those are part of his body.
But there's
I
never
like
been...
how much Nyes sounded like. Now I know that the Santa at the mall is just some guy at the mall. I'm not worried about that.
Right. Right. But my point being is, in those commercials, you never see, like, the different pieces move independently.
No.
No, but I. Okay, so like if you fucking walk up to Mayor McCheese, and you're like, "Hello, Mr. Mayor," like I don't think that if he were to like turn his head too quickly to the left, that like he'd have to like, oh shit, like readjust the top button and look in the right direction again. Like I think it's more like, what's that? He turns around, his eyes are still pointing the other direction. Like, ah, shit, turns the button. You know, like
How do you think he sounds? Do you think he's just like
Hello, counselor.
Well, no,
Yes,
there is
exactly.
no,
I
there
think
is
that's exactly
audio.
what he sounds like.
Well, he
audio-
does sound a little greasy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
There is audio
I don't
evidence
think that
of
it's
what
that
Mayor
loose.
McCheese sounds like.
Just loose meat slapping against each other.
Well, see, that's the thing too. Is his mouth is in between the gaps of
just
the layers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a Donald Duck, but like moister.
But
Yeah.
meat.
Yeah.
What'll we do? Oh my, this is awful. Then what do you suggest? Greetings.
See, the cheese is basically his
needs
tongue.
is more,
Cheeseburgers.
the cheeseburgers, yeah. They're delicious, honest. Adore the mayor in this.
Yeah, he's having a good
Okay.
time.
Yes,
So here's the thing. Yeah. So again, if he turns his head, he's not going to fuck up his bun. However, I do believe you could go and take a bite out of it and be like, oh, this is just a bun.
No.
Like, I think that if, the four of us and Mayor McCheese, or the five of us Mayor McCheese, were stranded on a desert island, he would definitely be the one to go first and we would feast on his hamburger head for a number of days.
Wait, how many
And
of
we
us
did
are
fine.
here?
I really thought you were
that
gonna
math
like
one more
tell us
time?
to.
Oh, there's 5 of us and Mayor McCheese, so a
Right.
total of 6.
yeah.
That's
good
exactly what he
recovery.
said.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
I don't know, man. Like, okay,
5 dudes in McCheese.
so
Yeah.
do the pieces of the cheeseburger? Does he feel things? Like,
Yeah.
if you
Yeah,
bite
I think
into his
if
bun,
you went up and tried to rip the bun off, it'd be like if you walked up to somebody and tried to pull their hair out.
No,
And if
please
you pull
leave
hard
my
enough,
buns
the
on
hair
my
would
head.
come off. That's the thing. If you want it bad enough, you can scalp him.
I mean,
motherfucker.
yeah, if you
Yeah, you can scalp
yeah.
anyone. Yeah.
If you really want to get it
Yeah.
off, I'm sure there's ways.
Any
you
I
can
one
can
of
rip
us-
your buns off if I want.
any one of
point
us
is,
could
though-
be dismantled like a cheeseburger if you really want to.
I don't know if that
No, but I
counts.
think, but just like if you pull, you could scalp any one of us poor slugs, right? But I
Yes.
think if you were to do that to Mayor McCheese, you would eventually do that. But you just rip a bun off. Like there's not like a nightmare fucking burger shaped skull under his head.
Mm.
Like his head's made of a burger.
Yeah. That's what we're getting at.
But he
it's
has a
all
mouth.
solid.
He has a moving mouth and a moving nose, even. So there's got to be at least cartilage or bone in there, or muscle, even.
Meat.
I thought it was a very interesting conversation.
I think it's 100% yes. I think you could definitely, I'm not saying it'd be easy, but you could 100% dismantle him into his component burger parts.
Well, then yeah, like
But I think you'd have to cut them.
that's just
apart
that's
from
just
each
saying he's a person like everyone else.
No, but it's like clean. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be like bun, meat, cheese,
No.
like it's
He's
there.
perfect.
Yeah, you could do skull, skin, brain.
No, but there's some cutting involved.
My other argument is that there are actual googly-eyed hamburgers that they grow in McDonald land, and you have to assume those are the ones that you eat. So is Mayor McCheese a version of that googly-eyed?
He's a mature burger baby.
And
rose up.
he took the super soldier serum.
Love it.
Oh, so yeah, it's still me. And then the last thing I want to talk about is...
There's no joy in saying you're horribly wrong, but you're horribly wrong.
All right, that's fine.
No, Nice, you're right.
I appreciate that, Kelly.
I don't
Fuck
actually
grapes,
remember what
right?
your
Am I
prediction was, but
Nobody likes
I think we're
grapes.
all right.
Everyone
likes
hates grapes, and Mayor McCheese can be easily separated into parts. These are universal truths that we all agree with.
Just like
That
anyone
man's got a
else.
burger for a head.
Yeah, he sure does. You've got a head for a head, Lee.
So I was near reaching level 100 on Fortnite, so I was like, all right, I need to Twitch a little bit until I can finally reach level 100, and it took all fucking night last week. But at one point, my boys showed up. Mahoney and Jose showed up, and I needed to get revives on teammates. So we built a stairway to heaven, and then first, Jose, disguised as a crate, walked to the top of the stairway to heaven and committed suicide. I revived him, and just as I finished reviving him, here comes Mahoney dropping off of the stairway to heaven. And we did that 2 more times until I got my quest. So I gotta say thank you to my boys and anybody else that helped me reach level 100 last week. And now I'm like at level 125, I think.
Yeah, I
Jesus.
can't believe that was last week.
I got a problem. See what you did? See what you guys did?
Yeah.
This is your future,
Loving every
Kelly.
minute of it.
You're gonna be okay. I believe in you. It's only a problem if you can't stop. You can't stop, right?
Hey, once you pop,
I mean, it's cool because Mary plays, so we get to spend time together. You guys play, so we get to spend time together, and it keeps me occupied. Like, as long as I've got a controller in my hand, I'm not idle hands at the devil's playground, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I feel you.
It's hard to shove an entire bag of chips in your face while you're playing Fortnite.
It sure is.
Not
It's
Jose's
more.
like, well, where there's a will.
It's more difficult than not having a controller in your hand.
Yeah, but there's always the menus.
Yeah,
That's when I fucking chow down.
there are lots of menus.
What you got going on, Jose?
We tore through some puzzles and finished all of Futurama. So that
Holy shit.
was pretty cool.
That's a good show.
It actually is. I have seen episodes, but I've never really watched them in seasons. You know what I mean?
It's a real good background show.
Yeah,
The-
inoffensive, cool colors.
They have a lot of fun. I love the one where she was Peg Bundy, pretty much. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Tila can get it. Wait, that's not her name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Is it
that's her
Tila?
name.
Leela.
Okay.
Leela.
Leela.
Oh.
Tila is
Right.
He-Man.
Hey,
Tila can
get it
also
too.
get it.
Yeah, really.
I mean, let's not
Line them up.
get crazy.
Yeah.
You know, they
I
both
didn't-
can get it.
I never rubbed that action figure on my bathing suit area as a kid.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Too Far Tuesday turned into Confession Tuesday. Well, while we're at it,
You're not doing nothing, Evelyn. Come over here.
Oh, I
on the
thought
other
when
side.
Jose said while we're at it, and he started rubbing whatever toy he had near him on
I
his
know.
face.
What are we talking about here?
well, I didn't want to tell you guys. But
Get
I
over
started
here, Michael Keaton, Batman.
An amiibo collection.
Oh no.
Almighty. Man, if I start with that with my amiibos, it'll take a while.
I believe in you, Kelly.
What, rubbing every single one on your privates?
You know, okay, so you ever just have thoughts where I'm like, man, this would upset a lot of people, but it would debase myself to a level I'm not willing to do.
Okay. Okay.
So at work we got one of those He-Man slime pits,
Yes.
Yeah.
and I was like, what if instead of slime you just use cum? And you post that video on the internet, and then people will get mad that you filled this vintage toy full of cum.
You don't
I
have
think
to.
Tito might have one of those.
You don't have to fill it full of cum. You can make it. You can make some fake stuff.
Yeah,
Wouldn't be
take
the
some real
same.
stuff and mix it with some water or something.
Slime pit going for a lot of money.
I don't know.
Guess what you're getting for your birthday?
One way to find out.
A used
so much,
slime
though.
pit?
Slime Pit
So
Tuesday.
much.
Mahoney, will you give me some refills for it?
I'm gonna get you a slime pit and a bunch of pineapple juice.
Yeah. Get over your Skeletor.
You're not doing nothing, man at arms.
Quildor.
Oh, no, you know who would be the worst one to put in there? Moss Man.
No, that would feel good.
no.
That would feel great.
That's what happened to all those Panthers Lee was finding.
Oh God.
Lee, take Goat's new horses. We'll put them in the pit.
What about Stinkor?
There you
Oh
go.
no.
This took a real turn real quick.
Real, yeah.
Lee, which He-Man toy do you want to come on?
I didn't say I wanted to come on it. I just wanted to rub it on myself. I mean,
Yeah, that's a fine line, Mahoney. Don't be gross.
I mean, Ram Man. Come on.
Grandma.
Oh man, what
Anyways,
if you do
Discord
it to Manny Faces and then
PanelsOnPages.com.
turn his face around so it just lives in there with him?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
That's fucked up.
that's disgusting.
Manny Faces, you got 3 attempts before you have to clean him up.
Yep.
Join us on Discord and let us know which character you want.
Hard pass on that. Kelly, save us.
Kelly, give him the link.
Oh, it's discord.com/panelsonpages.
So close.
I think that's right.
That's not right
Is
at
that
all.
not right?
Close enough.
Panels on Discord.
Yeah. Discordsonpages. com.panels.
Fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
Fucking like you've done it 1,000 times.
Yep.
Like you don't even want them to come and tell us.
No.
.net.
Yeah. So you know what I've been up to?
I would love to hear it.
I'm betting
especially
you were
now.
fighting some kind of animal.
No, each night before I go to bed, I get real sad, and then I turn on videos of people walking around Japan, and I'm not sure if it makes me any more or less sad.
Oh. Well, I don't like hearing that.
Well,
Kelly,
that's fun.
I would very much like for you to live in Japan. I'd
I
like to
would
know what the
too.
barriers to entry are. Like, why can you not go live in Japan?
Well, right now, COVID.
Sure.
But putting aside COVID, because
Generally speaking, they have real tough immigration policies.
Yeah.
Japan will let you come someday.
They like to throw people out very regularly. It's not an easy process.
What if I talk to them?
Oh. I mean, maybe.
I can be very persuasive and charming.
They might
true.
just be like,
I can definitely say no one's ever tried that before.
no.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if I get the rub from Big Deck Dan, they'll let me in.
That's right. At Nice's wedding, I went and talked to that lady who ran the fucking house they were staying in, and she wanted nothing to do with my charm. So
What were you trying to talk to her about?
she didn't want us to come party. And I was like, don't worry, we're not going to have a party. And she was like, get the fuck away from me. I was like, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, it was an Airbnb, but it wasn't an Airbnb. It was a rentable bed and breakfast.
Oh, it was one of those.
in Yellow
Okay.
Springs, and it was the place that I rented for me and Jose the night before the wedding, and Jose and Christina the night after, and we had a little after party there. And as we're rolling up there, fucking like 25 people deep, the owner shows up like, "What the fuck is this?" No, it's like, hey, it's
I
a
was like,
wedding.
I got this. I got
Yeah.
this. And I was like, hey, don't worry, we're just dropping it. And she was like, nope, don't want to talk to you at all.
So we
Like,
just
oh, no.
huddled
Make a mess,
around.
what's the problem? Come on now.
We huddled around the kitchen and whispered for a little bit before everybody was like, "All right, let's go to Dave's place."
Hey,
Hey.
memories.
Yeah. All right, so I got to take my victory lap now.
All
Take
right.
it, Kelly.
All right. So apparently I hadn't told you guys that my belief is that the new Space Jam movie
Yeah, come out and slam.
is built around the big climax of them all being saved by the ghost of Kobe Bryant. Much in the way that the first movie, the emotional anchor, was the death of Michael Jordan's father.
I mean, the emotional anchor was, but his ghost wasn't in it.
No, exactly. But this is where it's gonna.
You're thinking of Wayne Knight.
Yeah, Michael Jordan's dad.
I just don't know. I don't think. Not only did Kobe Bryant not have a connection to Space Jam, but like him and-
Basketball.
yeah, but it's not
It's
like
a very clear connection.
it's not like him and LeBron had some sort of like mentor protege relationship.
Lakers.
But they did have like the generational rivalry. Like that's the people go on like that's who are like, oh, who's the greatest of all time, and everyone's like Michael Jordan. They're like, not aside from him, and they're like these two, and so all right, so they're gonna need Kobe Bryant to save the day, and I've been saying that for months. And today they showed off a bunch of new Space Jam 2 Funko Pops. And I scroll through all of them, and there's one where she's like a snake lady. I assume she's some sort of bad guy. Her name is White Mamba. Now, Lee,
Yes, Kelly.
which athlete goes by the moniker of Black Mamba?
I believe that was one Kobe Mortimer Bryant.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Now here's something else though. Scalabrine, who played for the Spurs, I believe, redhead, and Celtics too, right?
Wasn't he one of the deal breakers
Very
from last
popular
week?
here in Boston.
Scalabrini?
His nickname is White Mamba.
No, fuck you. You don't get to be.
It
fucking- giant ginger basketball player, call yourself anything Mamba. Get the fuck out of here.
No,
He didn't call himself
Brian
that. He was
Scalabrine is
dubbed that.
absolutely a white mamba.
Yeah,
Fuck off.
He was dubbed the White Mamba. He didn't call himself that. He was dubbed the White
Lee,
Mamba.
you would love Brian Scalabrine.
Yeah. Look him up. Look up.
He sounds like a side salad.
Bada bing, Scalabrini.
Yep, bada bing.
All of you would be big fans of him.
So maybe they're saved by Scalabrini.
But it's a snake lady.
Is it?
It
Or
is.
This motherfucker looks like a hate crime.
No, I'm telling you, you'd love him.
Yeah, he rules.
Oh, he looks like an uncle.
Look at him.
Oh, he was a Bulls for a little bit?
I guess so.
He went all over.
Yeah, that's an uncle, all right.
He's very much an uncle.
I don't know him as a Bull.
But no, that is certainly not the Funko Pop that I sent you guys.
Then
That-
I do believe he
is,
was
and the
going
movie takes a
around
hell of a turn.
when he retired. And, you know,
it's
he,
kinda
like,
bounced
quote-unquote
around.
retired because everybody was like, okay, we're all done. We're not going to let you play anymore.
Everyone's like, hey, man, who wants to pay me to set the bench?
And I think he would go around and challenge, like, regular people who would call in and be like, I can fucking beat you in basketball. And he'd be like, okay, let's do it. Let's play. And he would, like, play them on his YouTube channel and just fucking destroy them
That's
because the worst NBA player is 47 times better than the best guy in his D League, you know? Like,
Of course.
you'd love him.
So yeah, just wait until you see Space Jam and there's the ghost of Kobe Bryant saving the day.
I think that's a controversial take, Kelly. I don't know if it'll come true or
You
not.
know what? Like, fucking why not?
They fucking have the Droogs from Clockwork Orange in there. Why not?
Yeah, but Kobe Bryant isn't like a Warner Brothers character. He's not an...
Isn't
Okay,
he?
if you say so.
This might be where we find out that he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of don't really know how many deals he had going or in the
Yeah.
fire. Or
Well, he doesn't
what
have
he
that
had
Nike
actually
deal
signed.
anymore, that's for sure.
Get signed,
How you
signed
doing,
by
Lee?
Converse.
Fucking dark.
You holding in there?
Oh my god.
Well, that was
Oh,
my
for what
week.
it's worth, Kelly, I hope you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, we'll all be able to watch it from home on HBO Max.
Oh, I don't know that I want to do that. I'm pretty sure I don't want to do
Oh,
that.
I think we should.
Kind of have to.
Yeah, that movie doesn't really look any good.
No, it looks real bad.
The uniforms fucking suck. They look so bad.
I actually kind
Yeah,
of like
that's
the
the
uniforms.
problem.
I mean, like,
The problem
are there
is...
is there any precedent with uniforms where, like, you know, your graphics go from the tops into the bottoms like that? It looks fucking stupid.
Of course, there is precedent.
In the NBA?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Lee, did you see the Red Sox, the Boston Red Sox new uniforms this year? They're blue and yellow.
I know they don't play basketball.
That's true. I'm just saying, uniforms are nonsense, Lee. Sometimes you got a team called the Red Sox and their uniforms are yellow.
That's really stupid.
They look like fucking Wolverine.
Maybe that's why they did it.
Maybe.
With the fucking Beantown scumbags being like, I want to do Weapon X. Oh, amazing. What you got going on, Mahoney?
Okay. I had something
Okay.
specifically saved up for the podcast all week. And I was like, when we get to the podcast, we got to talk about this.
I don't
And now
know
I'm
why, but the way
completely
you
blanking on
said
what
that
it was.
made me think you're going to be like, guys, I've got testicular cancer.
You know I would just die. I wouldn't tell you.
Oh my God, you better not.
I wouldn't want you to be sad.
You
I
better
would just
not.
die.
Oh, I
And
would
I
be
would write
very
you an
sad.
apology letter. Like, sorry for dying.
Mm-mm.
My bad.
Better not.
Yeah, well, just you wait.
Please don't.
There's a guy on TikTok who has never listened to Taylor Swift,
Oh, no.
and he's recording his reactions.
I've been
Like,
ducking
he's
this
never-
all fucking day.
He's
Like, no.
never listened.
Apparently not.
How?
Apparently
oh,
not.
How can you have never have gone without hearing?
Well, okay. I'm not saying he's never heard a single Taylor Swift song, but have
But
you
never
heard
sat down.
every Taylor Swift song?
No, I've not heard every one.
Right.
but
So he's just
I've heard-
so this guy's just listening to the deep cuts then.
Well, not even deep cuts, and you don't have to play it because it's definitely got a Taylor Swift song.
Yeah,
in
we're
the
gonna get
background.
flagged.
Yeah, so don't feel the need to play the video. But what I want to share is that it is peak white person for this dude to be listening to Taylor Swift and recording his reactions, and that I hereby
hate this
swear that I'm going to trick Lee into watching this video.
We're watching it right now.
It's working.
This guy's
He
real,
needs the sound though.
real extra,
He
and I
needs
think
the sound.
he's in like a brewery or something, and he's just
Yeah,
having
he's
the
like a
time of his
bartender.
life hearing.
I'm about to
a
say he
song.
works there for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I hope he doesn't work there.
no, he does. He does.
Oh, it's for the bar. It's a bar commercial.
Pretty much.
Mahoney, why are you making us watch commercials?
He's like,
'Cause
oh
look
shit!
at, he just
Oh, shit, you hear
heard that one part
You're like
of Cruel Summer.
Mahoney, you've become the guy that's like, hey, did you watch the Super Bowl for the commercials last night? That's you right now. That's what you're doing. Look what you've
Kelly.
made us become.
Kelly, you're missing it.
I'm watching
Missing
it.
Kelly.
It's
real upset.
terrible.
You're missing it.
This guy fucking sucks. God, this guy fucking sucks.
He's great. I hope he gets a cameo.
Mahoney,
Yes, Lee.
fucking don't.
I'm gonna get him to listen to what's a song you like by Taylor Swift?
I don't know.
The one
I'm
about
sure there's
John
one
Mayer.
somewhere.
Probably New Romantics. I'm gonna get him to listen to New Romantics for you.
Sure.
Shake
Yeah.
it off. Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
Shake
good
It
one.
Off. Do
Yeah.
you like Shake
Yeah,
It Off?
Yeah.
Everyone likes shit.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, it's like the anti-grapes.
There's a
What are the
Nails
anti-grapes?
remix
Yes,
of
no, Lee, you're the anti-grapes.
it. Grapes rule, man.
Lee is the anti-grapes equation.
But I got my ass kicked several years ago and I forgot where I left it.
Darkseid hung out with Lee once, and then he lost his number, and he's really bummed about it because he really wants to hang out with him again.
Oh man,
We know
guys.
Darkseid
So,
can't remember shit.
You know,
Lee-
we had a
Lee-
bit of a drive on the way up to the toy store this weekend, and Goat and I were just shooting the shit, and I'm talking about the Justice League and the Snyder Cut movie, whatever, and you know, he maintained that it's better than the original one, and I'm like, that's just basically the same, but okay,
Yeah, it's very
whatever.
much the same as the original
It's
one, but
pretty
that's
much the
fine.
same. Yeah, but whatever. And you know, I dropped some shit about Martian Manhunter, and he's like, and I'm like, yeah. I also can't forget where Pa Kent was fucking Martian Manhunter for years, and he's like, all right. He's like, I know that's funny, huh, but come on. I go, no, you come on.
Yeah, get with the program.
I'm
You
definitely
get
fucking
with
serious.
the program, Goat.
She was,
Yeah.
Martha Kent was in 2 scenes in that movie, and one of them she was the Martian Manhunter. I have no choice but to assume she was Martian Manhunter in the other scene, and therefore
The
in
whole
every other
time.
scene she's been in.
I found just today. It's funny you bring this up. It's just today I was looking for a picture, and I found a picture on my phone of a meme that I have of someone we all know just screaming, and I like to put words next to them as they're screaming. And where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Because it says. Hang on.
It says a lot
says-
that you have to scroll this far.
The Martian Manhunter couldn't save Batman's parents because Jonathan Kent was eating his pussy.
Wow. You just have these in your phone.
It's canon. Yeah, I had to scroll very far back. Right above that
Ridiculous.
picture is Nyes sending 45 thumbs ups and Kelly saying, give us a thumbs up if you're okay. And then Lee with his cat on his lap saying, do I have cancer?
Fucking cat, you guys. At some point in the past few weeks, the cat has greatly misinterpreted our relationship. That means there's been some kind of a shift wherein we're friends now. So at least once a day, every day, motherfucker comes up and tries to climb in my lap when I'm working and shit. And it's like, I don't know why people like this. Like, there's someone downstairs who would love if that were to happen. Like, fuck off and go there. Let me work. I'm busy. I don't like
That's why.
it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Rocket knows you don't like that.
Oh, so terrible. Awful. I don't understand cat people.
Did someone say fingering
You are a
cats?
cat person.
Yeah. Got anything else, Mahoney?
No, that'll do.
That'll do,
Well,
pig.
then, let's take ourselves a break then, why don't we? What we
do
got
it.
for class this week, nice?
All right, this will be a short one. It's only about 2 minutes long. Based on our topic for this evening, top 6 cartoons.
Yeah.
This is from episode number 350, almost over 200 episodes ago, where we were talking about the Saturday morning cartoon specials, where they would preview the next season's Saturday morning cartoons.
I love those. Lee, you don't have time to get naked when you go to take your shit, okay? Keep your clothes on.
That shows how little you know. All right. Enjoy this. Love you. Bye.
Enjoy the refreshing taste of an ice-cold Popcast classic.
I remember I watched probably a great many times. It was a free rental that at some point we got a hold of a copy of it to own. It was this. Do you guys remember the anti-drug cartoon all-star PSA thing back in the day?
That sounds super familiar. I watched a lot of those, like, all star-studded cast PSAs when I was a kid.
This thing was animated. It was animated short. I think they showed it on ABC, and then it was again a free rental anywhere you rented it from. But it was like it was all about this kid, you know, but like being tempted by the smoke monster, who I believe was voiced by George C. Scott, if I remember correctly. And to, like, you know, the George C. Scott smoke monster really wanted to smoke cigarettes and do heroin, apparently. That was this thing's ultimate goal. So this kid, you know, thanks to all of his good buddies, like, you know, Baby Kermit from Muppet Babies and Michelangelo and Winnie the Pooh and Bugs Bunny, you know, he learned that drugs are bad, you know, but watch the shit out of that thing back in the day. That, and I think also probably the making of Michael Jackson's Thriller.
I remember, I don't think I ever watched it twice, but back in the day, they used to do specials to announce the new Saturday morning cartoon lineups for that year. And one year it was hosted like by all the characters of Saved by the Bell, and they talked about
that at all.
They talked about the Slimer cartoon and new seasons of whatever was on at the time. It was in prime time on a Friday night.
I have no recollection of that at all. Holy shit.
Nothing quenches your thirst quite like a Popcast classic. Real quick.
That thing is such an odd piece of history that actually existed.
Yeah. So real quick merch update. We had these designs chambered, but then after last week's show, which a lot of great positive responses to last week's show about deal breakers.
Oh, yeah.
Having Jen and Nicole on was a big hit. Had a blast. But Jen had the story about the dude that she met at the Ruby Tuesday. So we had these already made. So we got some new Too Far Tuesday designs in the style of the Ruby Tuesday logo. So we got it in black and we got it in white. And obviously we got t-shirts, we got mugs, we got stickers, we got hoodies, we got masks, whatever you want. The description says, fill your plate with some pasta salad and COVID with our all-you-can-eat salad bar every Tuesday on the Panels on Pages podcast. So check those out at merch.panelsonpages.com.
Nailed it. So without any further ado, let's get up on the top 6, boys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6.
Top 6.
6! I still like 6.
This week, in honor of our 420 episode, we're doing top 6 cartoons. And kicking us off here, fresh past her bedtime a little bit, making her podcast debut as like a person with irrational thoughts is my lovely daughter Zoe. Say hi.
Rational thoughts.
With rational thoughts, you were like a little kid last time you were on here. So say hi.
Hi.
Hey, Zoe.
Hey, Zoe.
So we were talking at dinner, and Nicole's like, "So what are we doing on the show this week?" And I said, "I'm doing cartoons." And Zoe says, "What about cartoons? It's our top 6 cartoons." She's like, "I fucking like cartoons." I'm like, "Well, make a list of top 6 cartoons then."
So I said to Lisa Mahoney, did Lisa make her list?
No, she didn't make her list.
She was dictating what you should have on your list.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nicole's like, "You got yours?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then she's like, "How about this? How about this?" And you were just fucked up my list because I was feeling really positive about it.
I put in DuckTales. I was like, what about
Hey,
DuckTales?
motherfucker.
And he was like,
My li-
hey.
My list isn't up yet.
Tell us what else is on his list, Zoe.
Yeah.
And
fucking around.
Zoe has an interesting point of view too because she's a fledgling animator.
Yeah, fledgling animator. She's one of them youths you hear so much about.
Yeah, these kids
the
today.
youth, that's the old dudes.
Yeah, Dad.
Yeah, I know.
A real
Zoe.
Fortniter.
What's this we hear about you sitting in the dark all the time?
Sitting in the dark. Oh, okay. So like, you see, I have this thing called sunlight deficiency
The
scoliosis
fuck
thing.
you do?
And if I come across a very bright light, it makes me just a little bit of my soul dies every time I feel it.
You're
Okay,
so full
okay.
of shit.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
What
I
is
mean,
this?
it sounds
And
right.
So yeah,
That
and so
sounds,
my
it
lights have
sounds
to stay off.
seriously, and I
Yeah.
think you should let the girl
Exactly.
turn her lights off.
You're being
Yeah.
so rude to me.
Jeez, Zoe, I
I'm
want you
making
to know
such a face.
No, you're not.
That's just his normal face.
No, it doesn't look that normal. It looks kind of like a constipated look.
Okay, this is wonderful, and I'd like this to be our normal.
Yeah.
She's 13 now. She's all lippy and shit.
I
Lee's
love it.
constipated face is only when he takes off all his clothes to poop.
That's true. Jax revealed
So
that
your
on a
brother told
Fortnite
us
stream.
your dad takes off all his clothes to poop.
Do you?
Of course not.
Oh, I thought it would be worth asking.
Your brother is full of shit and lies.
I mean, I don't know. Sometimes he does tell the truth. When he
Weird.
snitches on me,
Mm,
which only happens like 3% of the
Told a
time.
20-minute story today about pigeons crapping on people.
That's a fair point.
It's full of shit. So Zoe,
Yeah,
gotta go to bed soon.
that's so rude.
What's up on this list?
Oh, okay. I think for number 1, I had Amazing World of Gumball,
Okay.
and then
Which is a quality show. If you
Heard
haven't
of
seen
it.
it.
it's
It's very
really
fun.
funny. And then number 2 is Adventure Time. Really like it. 10 out of 10.
That's a classic at this
my
point.
Right?
my 3rd is Demon Slayer. It's very emotional, but I
Sounds
like
like
it.
an anime.
Nice.
You're still on episode 16, Dad.
I'm on episode 2.
What, you said you were on episode 16?
No.
Oh, I'm almost done.
No.
That's the new hotness with all the kids. They fucking
Yeah, they love the Demon
love
Slayer.
the
Demon Slayer is why she got her ears pierced.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was tricked. It's a trap. Don't do it. Anyways, my
No, you're
fourth-
thinking about parenthood and getting old.
my 4th is Assassination Classroom. It's about these kids that try to kill their teacher.
But to be fair, their teacher's an alien who says he's going to destroy the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Did he say that, or they assume?
yeah, you did. Yeah,
No, he
just said it.
he just flat out tells him that.
He has made
Yeah.
his objective clear.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, and the government made these kids do it.
Okay.
And then
Sounds
my
like it's
5th
something the
is
government would do.
Star versus the Forces of Evil. I don't
Hairstar?
think you guys have heard that one.
I've
That's a
heard
wild
of
one.
all of these. Well, okay, not all, but most of these cartoons. I've never seen a single episode of any of them.
Okay.
I wish
well,
I
you
could
need
be more
to
supportive
get up
of
to
this
date,
list
Mahoney.
and be more
Star,
hyped.
Star versus the Force of Evil is pretty good. I very much like Amazing World of Gumball. It's very funny.
I don't doubt that any of these are phenomenal. I just have no insights to provide.
Well, Mahoney, you need to get your facts straight and go watch some.
My facts are straight. I just don't
You
have
got facts
any
to present.
insights.
Facts aren't straight.
Anyways.
Do your own
okay.
research.
Anyways, okay. My number 6.
Jet fuel
is-
can't melt steel beams.
Dad, I'm talking.
Illuminati.
Okay. So for number 6 is
Butthole69
I
at AOL.com.
Okay. OKKO Let's Be Heroes. It's not like I don't love it, but I watch it and it's funny.
The band is Okay Go.
No. I don't know what that is.
Pretty
Oh,
sure.
I was gonna say, Jose, that is an old person.
Yeah.
Pretty
reference
sure they
now.
had the
100%.
treadmills. Remember?
Yeah, all the treadmills.
Why are you so
Yep.
old, Jose?
Man, I don't.
Oh,
I
man.
don't know.
Yeah.
That's just
Jose, are you
that's just
okay?
what they threw at me.
Okay, KO. That's the wrestling show, right?
Yeah, well, it's kind of like it's wrestling, but also like superheroes. It's like Pokemon, but with superheroes.
Yeah,
I
like
need
like,
to watch
They live
that.
in an RPG world.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that was the
They
name
like
of the
level up to
cartoon.
be a better hero and shit. It's pretty funny.
yeah. I've heard good things about. I need to watch that show.
He
Which I
fights
thought
his
Zoe was
enemies,
just saying
which
that
are
to us, trying to
a
quiet us down
superstore,
like
a
a teacher.
box store across the street. It's funny.
Yeah, it's a good show. It's a quality show. These are good picks, though.
Yeah, I know.
You watch a lot of trash.
Best.
But these are good picks. I'm proud of you.
Hey, I don't watch that much trash anymore.
You watch a lot of
actually.
trash.
No, I don't.
I mean, we
Oh,
all
Friday.
watch
You watch
trash.
trash. Looking over here with your AEW type stuff. I swear. No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kelly
tell him.
will reach to this phone and choke you.
No, he
No,
won't.
That's
no.
real.
Now I was
Do
gonna
it, I
say
dare you.
Mahoney is just
Nah.
all on Team Zoe right now.
Listen, I didn't think I could like
Yeah.
Zoe more, but this is going great. She's
Thank you,
roasting
Mahoney.
Lee,
You're my favorite too.
right?
Yeah.
Ditto.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
this
hear
is
that,
great.
Dad?
Okay,
You
so
hear
Zoe
that?
and I are now the hosts of the podcast.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? Go to
Yeah.
your bed. Go to your room.
Ah, get used to
Cool.
it.
Literally
We'll
to your
go
room.
we'll go over to PCW and have better ratings.
Okay, see
Fuck
you
outta here.
later.
Thank you,
I
Zoe.
love
We
you.
love you.
Come back
Love
next
you,
week.
Zoe.
I said I love you.
Fuck out of here. Go to your room. Go to bed.
Why are you so mean?
Go to bed.
You're really happy to do this.
And now you're done.
Oh my god.
Fuck off. Love you. Bye.
She's like, "Is this what you guys do? You just talk over each other?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Look, we had a child on the show, and none of us said the word "come."
Even though you, Mahoney sent us an image with it
Yep.
in the chat.
Put that in the intro.
I'll put
You
that.
should put that image up on the screen.
I-
People
It's
will
good.
Like it.
Put it up.
It's
there.
really
Oh
good.
my god!
It's a good one. It's a good one. It's Ram Man smashing into Faker, and then Faker is captioned "My He-Man toys," and Ram Man is of course captioned "Come."
That's another NFT you got there, Kelly. Good
Yep.
stuff.
Yeah.
Super
Anybody
chat us
like
right
to buy
now, and
that,
it
let
can
me
be
know.
yours.
Don't screenshot it.
Jesus Christ. Good God. Well, that was fun.
That was a great time.
That kid is such an asshole. I don't know where she gets it from.
She's great.
She is great. She's a fucking savage though. She's getting there.
Well, I mean, look at
She's
her
an
father. Jesus.
All my
I think
weapons
she's
against
on
me.
the right track though because I'm her favorite. So not like Tristan or Trisket or whatever his name was.
Tony Bada Bing.
Yeah, Tony
Bada
Bada
bing,
Bing.
Tony.
Yeah.
Oh my
Tristan.
God.
How's Tristan? Tristan, you listening? What's up?
He was here. He was here just the other day. Kid's doing
Hell
all
yeah.
right.
He's still listening?
I don't know. They moved to a new house so far out in the boons, they don't have internet. And so I'm like, why the hell did your parents move there then?
Wow.
That sounds miserable.
How are
on
you
the
supposed
run
to
from
train
the
him
mafia?
to become you?
How are you supposed to listen to the podcast
Why
without
would you
internet?
move anywhere that doesn't have internet?
It's insane. Like, I mean, it's a nice house, but you know, when we were
Is
first
it?
buying a house many years ago, we went into a beautiful home. We're like, oh, this is great. You know, brand new, all the hardwood floors. And like, well, you know, we're hoping to get internet up this way in about 2 years. I go, well, then we're all fucking done here. Like,
Yeah.
I got nothing
Yeah,
else to talk
please.
about, lady.
How nice of a house would you have to find to be able to move somewhere that doesn't have internet? Because I'll tell you my answer. There isn't a nice enough house.
No.
Yeah,
not
at this
a-
point, I don't think I could do it.
No.
Yeah.
I couldn't stay by the Fortnite.
Yeah, I will not.
Or, you know, life itself. Fuck out of here. No.
Yeah.
No. Absolutely not. All right. Love that kid.
Dun-dun-dun.
Fucking
No.
maniac. But love that kid. All right, so what you got, Jose?
Let's do this thing. All right. Number one, shout out. I grew up on it. G.I. Joe's.
Mm-hmm.
Which- I'm going to go ahead and pour me a nice healthy bowl of Cheerios. Maybe even a honey nut Cheerios. And then I'm going to take a, I think it's the walnut and date instant oatmeal, Quaker Oats. 1 packet of those, tear it open, sprinkle it on top, and pour some milk in that motherfucker.
What is happening?
He's pairing.
Are we still talking about G.I. Joe?
He's
getting his cereal. Remember, we were supposed to pick Saturday morning cartoons and then also cereal.
Well, just Jose.
Forgot
about that. Just Jose's doing that. That's Jose's
That was a
thing.
week ago. I don't remember.
Jose is our cereal sommelier. He is going to pair cereals with his top 6 cartoons because it's like Saturday morning cartoons. We need cereal, right?
That's true.
So that's my shout out.
Okay, I'm back.
Cheerios with a packet of instant oatmeal. Sprinkle it on top. That shit's good. Not cooked instant oatmeal.
Just mix it in.
Open up that packet, pour that packet on fucking top, and let's go.
Heart healthy.
Cheerios and dry ass oatmeal.
Yeah, but
But
there's
it's
still
not
milk.
dry once you pour the milk in.
But he will eat that shit dry too.
Yeah, no, I'll fuck it up. I'll rip that package off and just fucking chug it. Take it straight to the dome.
Real weirdo.
Yeah, that's bizarre. That sounds so miserable. That sounds like just pouring sand in your mouth.
Yeah.
So good. So good.
It sounds like a choking hazard.
Yeah, it sounds like the cinnamon challenge.
I mean, it could be if you don't fucking watch out. Like, it's gone down the wrong pipe a time or two. Number 6.
Someday at Toy Fair, we're gonna come back to the office, and you're just gonna be laying on the floor with the fucking oatmeal everywhere.
Yeah, but nobody's gonna know if I'm fucking dead or taking a nap.
True.
This is real as it gets.
Number 6. It's a combo. Beavis and Butthead liquid television.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Fucking love Beavis and Butthead, and liquid television was pretty fucking cool. It was for all you young heads.
Yeah, it was.
It was like a compilation of different animation styles on MTV back when they were cool.
Closest thing we have to that now is probably Love, Death, and Robots.
Oh, which they just released a trailer for part 2.
Stoked.
Man, 90s MTV is something that it just doesn't exist anymore. Some quality stuff.
Yeah, no. With these 2 television shows, I'll be pairing them with regular cornflakes topped with Oreos or cut up pieces of York peppermint patty.
Oh.
Don't knock it till you try it. Not both
knocking it.
together. Not both together.
Knock.
But although that ain't too bad either. But try it. Regular cornflakes, cut up a couple pieces of York, throw it in there.
I mean, you definitely taught me the Frosted Flakes and Oreos, but I don't know if I ever did the York peppermint patty.
All right, pussy.
What?
I said do it. Come on now, get up in it.
I didn't.
Don't be.
I didn't say I was
afraid of
against it.
cornflakes, York. Okay. How about that? Everyone try it before next week. Before 2 weeks. I'll give you 2 weeks.
I would have
I'm not
to
gonna go buy cornflakes for this.
Yeah.
Because then I'd have a
Get
box
the
of cornflakes.
No, get those, like, remember those old school?
Yeah, but
little,
you got to buy a whole pack of those.
Yeah.
No, they sell them separates now. They sell Lucy's.
I don't think they sell Lucy's of cornflakes.
Yeah, they do.
Where am I gonna go and buy a cornflake Lucy?
Just a fucking
Yeah, I've seen them at the Walmart here. Some of them have them.
handful of cornflakes, loose cornflakes.
Okay, I'm gonna submit Cornflake Lucy as a contestant in Jen's next Deal Breaker segment.
Okay, number 5.
Cornflake Lucy sounds like a mobster. Dick Tracy's gonna put him away.
Okay, how about this? Next time we're all together, we'll buy one thing of
Okay,
cornflakes.
fucking let's go.
All right,
Let's
yeah,
go.
we'll do
in
it.
New York. So how about that?
Okay,
We'll bring it
Deal.
to the Toy Fair office.
Because then we only got to buy one, have however big of a bowl you want, cut up however many pieces you want and put in there, and then try it, and then talk to me. That's all I'm saying. Number 5. My dad's favorite cartoon, grew up watching it, Flintstones, and you know I'm eating with Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, for a
I mean,
lot
I
of
don't wanna
these,
be
you probably could
obvious, but
find
come on.
branded cereals for almost all of these cartoons we talk about tonight, but
No, but that's the one of all branded.
are
That's
you
the one.
you're a Fruity Pebbles over a Cocoa Pebbles?
Yeah.
Jose,
Fruity-
have you
Fruity Pebbles
have
my
you
jam.
gotten the Fruity Pebbles with marshmallows they're putting out now?
No, because to me that's too much.
I love it.
Yeah,
People
cornflakes
are like,
with chopped
"Oh,
up
it just
Junior
tastes like
Mints.
sugar," and I'm like, "Yes, sugar is my favorite
Yeah,
flavor."
Yeah, but I don't know. The marshmallow is a different type of sweet.
One thing me and Mary did over quarantine is they had Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles on sale, so we made Cocoa Pebbles and Fruity Pebbles like Rice Krispie treats.
Oh yeah, the Fruity Pebble Rice Krispie treats are the best.
And what is it? Planet Hollywood that does the Fruity Pebble, or is it Captain Crunch?
Captain Crunch chicken.
Captain Crunch chicken.
I thought you were going to say you mix them together, and I was preemptively disgusted.
Yeah, together that might. Yeah, because I saw the Fruity Pebbles creamer.
Right.
And then Nyes brought up the point of like creamer, like Fruity Pebbles and coffee. Those are two different types of flavors that are like.
Yeah,
at that point it's just sugar.
Yeah.
Like I don't want
Pebbles
candy
creamer is
in,
just
like,
sugar.
unless it's chocolate.
I mean, we're gonna have to try that too, I guess.
All right, number 4, going with the jam, Looney Tunes, and I'm fucking sitting down with a big old bowl of Lucky Charms.
Wow, classic. You're really good at this.
Hey man,
But you know what? You know what I would go? Just because of the theming. If you go Looney Tunes, you think Bugs Bunny, go with Tricks.
Yeah, but I don't like Tricks.
What the fuck? What do you mean?
I mean, Tricks is all right, but I'm. If you had a bowl of Tricks or a bowl of Lucky Charms, I'm taking the Lucky Charms.
Yeah, but like
Weird.
Tricks is the same flavors as Fruity Pebbles.
I like the delivery system of Fruity Pebbles.
All right, man. You got a method.
Okay.
Here,
I'm the enigma. I'm the enigma.
Number 3, I got Ren and Stimpy and Apple Jacks.
All right. Applejack's is really close to Tricks, bro.
Yeah.
Disagree. Applejack's very different than Tricks.
Yeah, Applejack. The closest thing to Applejack is a Fruit Loop.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
that's fair,
I got
that's fair.
Fruit Loops and Tricks mixed up there in my mind for a second.
Okay, I'll allow.
Do you
I
like
like the
Fruit Loops?
consistency of a, moistened Applejack beyond a Fruit Loop. They get a little milk in them. They get a little spongy, but not like soggy.
Have we done top 6 cereals?
I don't know that we have.
I mean, I would
I
think
feel like we
had
have.
to have. It feels like
Don't
something we
think so.
definitely would have, but
I would have said the same thing about cartoons, but here we are.
Yeah. I feel like I remember people picking some real bullshit cereals, but that I could be wrong.
Before the
No,
reboot,
I don't remember
I don't
that.
know. All right, next up, I got Batman the Animated Series and some Raisin Bran because
No.
gotta stay
Okay.
fit. And
I don't
fucking-
love that one.
I fucking love Raisin Bran. Raisin Bran or the one with the crunchy Raisin Bran?
Mhm.
That's fucking good.
Listen, I don't have any problem with Raisin Bran in general. Just Batman the Animated Series and Raisin Bran. That's your combo.
I mean, they had multiple Batman cereals. But hey, man,
Yeah, but-
there's a method to this madness.
Yeah, but what?
I don't know. This one I'm not in.
Hey, man, that's cool. That's cool. I'm just trying to
Okay,
keep up with
okay.
Bruce Wayne. Eat my bran.
Yeah,
Stay
Bruce
regular.
Wayne is like a special K guy.
Well, I don't know.
Batman
I pretend
eats
like
his-
the raisins are bats.
He eats his Wheaties. Maybe some grape nuts.
Yeah, this is where you should be eating your cornflakes.
Also, Bruce Wayne doesn't eat
Grape
fucking
nuts.
cereal. He makes Alfred make
Yeah,
him
no
something.
shit.
He makes Alfred eat the cereal. Is that
No,
Yeah,
he
he's like
make-
Alfred.
Alfred cook him
Eat
something.
another bowl of Cocoa Krispies, you stupid asshole.
He makes
Right
Alfred.
away, sir.
He makes Alfred make him some like eggs Benedict, or he makes him make a protein shake or something.
Or wild
Like,
Labrador.
Yeah.
pour this box of apple cinnamon Cheerios down your throat.
Okay, sir.
This is cold. It's
What was that
fishy
episode
slaw,
of
sir.
Archer where he's yelling at Woodhouse's butler and he's like, "Oh, and by the way, when you go out today, get a bag of sand and rub it in your eyes. And I don't know if it's graded or anything, but coarse. He's like, right away, sir.
And then we're gonna go with my number one. Fucking
The mom from Archer died.
Aw.
She died the same week the mom from Arrested Development died.
So sad.
And what's your number one, Jose?
Comic-Con Archer.
My number one is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Wow.
That's a good combo.
pretty solid. That's solid.
I mean, Cinnamon Toast Crunch you can't fuck with, even if it's got a shrimp tail in it.
Yeah, no, you can't.
What happened to that guy? The internet just was like, hey, turns out this guy sucks, and then we never heard about him again.
He got milkshake ducked real hard.
Straight up milkshake ducked. I think Topanga is
Why is it called Milkshake Duck again?
What's a milkshake duck?
Remember the duck that got famous for drinking a milkshake but turned out to just quack really racist shit?
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh. Weird.
I'm with you, Jose. I got nothing.
Yeah. Like you
I
said,
feel like
that,
I've explained this several times.
Here.
Hey, no,
if I'm being honest, I don't know what the milkshake
Here it
duck
is.
is either.
It's an
but
at,
it has not retained.
It's an
I
at
get what
pixelated
it
boat
means
tweet.
when you say it.
It says the whole internet loves milkshake duck, a lovely duck that drinks milkshakes. 5 seconds later, we regret to inform you the duck is racist.
Oh, look at that! I invented it in my own mind.
Okay, so it's not like a real thing. It's
No.
just like the concept.
Yeah.
It's the concept of someone who gains internet popularity real quick, and then we all find out they're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so the milkshake duck is a metaphor.
Yes.
All right.
So
Make
there
a note of
wasn't like, because I completely pictured like a TikTok where there was like a duck that was drinking a milkshake,
No.
and I did not understand how that duck became racist. I mean, I'll roll with it, but
Remember
Well, I
that
mean-
girl who brought her duck to Starbucks and
Yeah.
was like, I have my duck in the car. Can I get an ice water?
How's that duck doing?
I'm sure it's dead.
I mean,
yeah,
Oh, no.
fucking cooked.
Yeah.
they can teach a duck to speak Russian. Why couldn't a duck be racist?
Fucking classic. Yeah, no, I said my number one.
Good job.
Cinnamon
Solid list,
Toast
Jose.
Crunch, motherfuckers.
Solid list.
Yeah, I mean, you know, food's cool.
I'm mad about it.
I say if we're going through the lists and if any cereal recommendations hit you, I say share them with the group.
Yeah.
And also, if you take the Reese's peanut butter, the shit you're supposed to put on top of the ice cream,
Peanut
put
butter.
that in with some Reese's peanut butter.
Okay. So he's
Then you
got
got
an
Reese's
almost
peanut
he's got
butter
an,
Nutella.
he's got an
So
almost
shit all over your ice cream. You got it.
he's got an almost empty jar of the Reese's peanut butter that you put on like a peanut butter sandwich. And he's saying you take the magic shell, the chocolate magic shell that you would put on ice cream,
Oh,
and then
okay.
squirt it into
Yeah, the shit you put all over ice cream.
Yes. You squirt that into the jar of peanut butter and then eat that.
Yeah, you give the peanut butter the Hershey squirts, and then
And I'm like, do you put the peanut butter in the fridge first so that the shell actually hardens? And he's like, no, fuck that. I just squirted it in there. You gotta shake it up real good though.
then why don't you just put chocolate sauce on it? Why do you need to
Because
use-
it's Reese's chocolate.
Peanut butter with this peanut butter.
Oh, I forgot that it was Reese's chocolate shell.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
not just any chocolate shell. It's a Reese's chocolate.
Okay, that makes a little more sense then.
Yeah, dude, it'll fucking make you goddamn sweet sponer, dude.
Oh, sweet sponer.
It'll make you
Me-
slime pit all over some He-Mans.
That's so disgusting.
All right, what's up on the Discord, Knives? It's a rock. Good kickoff.
Discord. A lot of good
Lee, did you
responses
already
this week.
forget that your daughter kicked us off?
I choose to ignore that since she was.
Hey, no, that was like the pregame party or the
Yeah, that's right,
like,
that's
like
right.
the opening act.
All right, Ben checks in.
Oh shit! What up, Ben?
Shout out to Animaniacs, X-Men, King of the Hill, Spider-Man 67, Justice League / Justice League
about
Unlimited,
Spider-Man 69.
and The Venture Brothers. And number 6, Primal, a nearly dialogue-free, brutally violent, and emotionally rich series about a caveman and a T-Rex working together to survive in prehistoric times. The bond between Spear and Fang is probably the TV relationship I'm the most invested in right now. Can't wait for season 2. Is that a Netflix thing?
What is
It's on Adult Swim.
Adult Swim, okay.
So you can watch it on the HBO Max. And
Yeah, it's the dude that
Makes
did
sense.
Powerpuff Girls, and it's just a pretty much entirely dialogue-free
Yeah, it looks
caveman
fucking
show.
cool.
It's a cool show.
Oh, I'm not going to be able to watch that.
Yeah, no, it'll hold
Well, no, the problem
nothing
is,
for
Mahoney,
you.
you really do have to watch it. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
that's not going to happen.
So I
I'm
can't
not
fucking
gonna
take
do
a shower to that.
Yeah. What do I do when I need to rinse?
Number 5,
God damn it.
Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. Is that different from Spider-Man 67? I guess.
Yes, Spider-Man Amazing Friends was 83.
All right.
Yeah.
My childhood...
Spider-Man 67 is the real herky-jerky old one.
Right.
It's the one with the two Spider-Mans pointing at each
Right,
other.
exactly.
It's real tough to watch, quite frankly.
Ben says...
Honestly, it's real bad, Ben.
Ben
Come on.
says it was his childhood gateway to Spidey and the Marvel Universe as a whole.
Yeah, that was a cool
Yeah, I mean, but, it's sentimental.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you grow up watching a cartoon, even if it was garbage, it still brings you back to that fucking sweet ass time when you didn't have to pay rent.
Ben continues. Number 4, Dr. Katz. My introduction to H. John Benjamin and a number of stand-ups during the 90s. 90s Comedy Central also could not be fucked with.
Yep.
Yeah,
Cable was on point back then. Dr. Katz, famous for all the lines were very squiggly all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, which Zoe did some animations that kind of did the same thing, and I'm like, that's some Dr. Katz shit, and she was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Aww.
Is that the name
I'm
of your
like, well, let me
therapist?
show you, and I'm sure these jokes will land. They did not land.
Number 3, Ben continues. The Simpsons. For about half the time it's been on the air, it's been one of the best shows on TV, animated or otherwise. Number 2, Batman the Animated Series. This show really raised the bar for animated superheroes on TV. No arguments there. And number 1, with a bullet, Avatar The Last Airbender. One of the most brilliantly realized fantasy worlds in any medium. This show's damn near perfect.
Wow. Yeah. I gotta watch that one.
I was pretty impressed when we just finished watching that.
Did you watch Korra yet?
No, we're done. I think we're done with Korra.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did I not? I forgot it. So, Korra plays for the other team, huh?
Apparently.
Okay.
Yeah. That made
now, here's
made
what's funny
moms
was
mad.
this was the first time early in a series where I made a joke like, is there some some tension between these two? What's going on? And then they actually get together between two chicks. Normally, I'm wrong. Called this one.
You did it.
Jose casting a wide net. Finally got one.
Finally
Like
reined
a
it
broke
in.
clock is right twice a day. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Just
Finkel
say
and
I called.
Ihorn finally paid off.
Solid. All right, I will go. Okay, so for mine, I wanted to throw a little mix of new shit and old shit, and at the end of the day, I tried to just get down to per capita, like how many had just fucking great episodes and were great shows in general. And so right there, it was really tough because I had a really good list, and I went to dinner, and my whole family fucked me on my list. It's very upsetting. So I'm gonna throw a shout out to Batman, the animated series, because Batman is a game changer for sure, and it's a great show. But what you don't really realize unless you watch it like today, and I watched it fairly recently with Jax, is that it takes to season 2 to really hit its stride, and most of season 1 is just Batman getting his ass kicked by guys in suits. And eventually winning, but he just gets his ass kicked by lefties a lot in the first season. He's just starting out the Batman stuff. So that's why that goes to a shout out. But on to the list, proper, I got a 1-2 combo. Because I couldn't figure out which one to use. Is I got my Dragon Balls and my Hero Academia. So my Japan shit represented in one entry because those are just good shows for very different reasons, but they're very good shows.
I have never seen a full episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Me neither. Even though they
Dragon
tried
Ball's a weird one because
to make me.
you really kind of have to watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like either
And
any
it's
one of
also
the
kind of a
series.
time and place thing too.
Yeah.
If it doesn't hit you at the right age, it's probably not going to.
Yeah, like that's why I think Dragon Ball Super worked. Is because it's nostalgic for a bunch of dudes, and because I don't know that it hits the same way for like someone just finding like Dragon Ball Super for the first time. I don't think that it works.
Yeah, that's why it didn't work when I just turned it on in Nice's hotel room and walked out.
Yeah, like they didn't understand why it was funny that Goku was trying to be a farmer for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
but Kelly and I know that's actually really funny.
Yep,
that's a very good bit they did in that show.
So sad it's lost on you guys.
Very good bit. It's a good joke. Hey, remember early on when just Vegeta started dunking on Yamcha? That's a good time too.
Yeah.
Yamcha?
These are made up names. Making
Good
shit
show.
up at this
Which
point.
one's Yamcha?
The one
Yamcha
that dies.
was a desert thief in the original Dragon Ball series. Like all of Goku's enemies, eventually becomes his friend. But he's like gotta be the weakest of all of them, so he dies.
He's
a whole
most
bunch.
famous now for getting his ass kicked.
Yeah.
All right.
Like
Just
season 1
dying.
Batman.
Well,
Oh
they
no,
might
he makes
jump.
season 1 Batman look like season 4 Batman. So yeah. Next up, I'm doing Rick and Morty because it's another great background show. Like I have it on like the jokes land, many times over. I think it's a fun show. It's manic and a little nihilistic, but I very much enjoy it. Followed up by Invader Zim, a show that holds up. It aged really, really well. That's another one I watched with the kids fairly recently, and I'm like, oh, thank God this is actually good. Because that's just not always good.
No.
Like, oh, I love this, and I was, this is dog shit. But no, Zim is actually quite good. I very much enjoyed that. Holds up, looks insane. The movie they did on Netflix a couple years ago is also good. It's very, very good. Because I couldn't pick one. Next up, I have the reboot trifecta of the 2017 DuckTales, the 2012 Ninja Turtles, and Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated.
Nice.
All those are fucking quality shows that I don't know that there's a bad episode among all three of those fucking shows. They're all great.
I can't speak to Mystery Incorporated, but the Turtles and the DuckTales really showed reverence for what came before it, and that was all part of the joy, is just seeing all these little Easter eggs and nods and homages.
Yep, same thing.
Yeah, Mystery does the exact same thing. Yeah, it's really, really fun and does exactly that. Pays homage to old stuff to the point to where they even get some old voice actors back, which they've done in the Turtle show too. Casey Kasem plays Shaggy's dad.
That's fucking pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Yeah,
R.I.P.
it's pretty cool. Yeah, he doesn't sound good. He doesn't sound good at all. It's like, that must be probably the last thing he did.
So they found him? Wasn't he missing?
Now back to the countdown.
I don't know. He was there, but he
he was still doing like radio shows and stuff.
Yeah, probably up until he couldn't. I mean, he was
but his crazy wife was like had him held hostage or something like that. I remember the story.
Yeah, like the kids didn't know where he was.
Right.
The kids hate the wife hates the kids.
Well, now you're bumming me the fuck out. I wouldn't think about Shaggy's dad like that.
Just speaking truths.
He seemed like he had a good thing going on in that show.
Well, this next one goes out to Lee, who's a little bummed out now after finding out my wife held me hostage.
Right.
Just remember,
and next
it
up,
was never your fault.
Well, every episode is not necessarily a winner. For just sake of longevity and numbers, I got the South Park on the list. I still fucking love South Park.
Yeah, South Park's the shit.
See, I very much enjoyed South Park until I quickly realized, and Kelly is one of the people who helped include me into this, that it's really a problem.
I don't think so. I don't see that.
South Park everything sucks, nothing matters, why should you care about anything is really harmful to like that whole generation.
Yeah.
See, but I don't think that that's the thesis statement of South Park. I really don't.
I think it might be.
Baby's first centrist politics.
I watched the vaccination special, and it was not good.
Now, I have not seen that yet, so I can't speak to that.
And don't get me wrong, I've seen a shitload of South Park, and I greatly enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
And then once you realize, well, wait a minute, this is not great. It becomes very hard to go back and watch more and be like, okay, Lee, I don't like this at all.
Lee, are you transforming those robots right into the microphone?
No.
Lee, are you hitting the toys again?
It sounds no different.
It sounded no different.
It actually sounded
now
closer.
I know that, so I'll stop. Let's have a good time. Sorry. But no, yeah. I don't get that. I don't get that as the mission statement for South Park. I don't. I think that it's more. I don't think it's nothing matters. Everything sucks. I think it's more. Nuance exists.
But
you know what I mean?
Wasn't that the exact plot of the episode where they watched X-Men First Class and Stan was like, I just don't feel anything anymore. And his parents got a divorce, and he's just like, yeah, life sucks.
Well, I think you can also make an argument for it normalizing anti-Semitism with a certain generation as well.
Fucking Jew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's like the worst character. Like,
yeah, but he's the one everyone
the
loves.
worst.
Yeah,
he's a piece of shit.
He is the star of the show.
No, they like him because he's them.
I came into the show in a really good mood, you guys.
I know.
Listen, I like South Park. It's fine. I'm just saying. I can't.
It can be your problematic fave.
Yeah, it's problematic.
Problematic fave. Yeah,
that movie you can't fuck with though. That movie's great.
No,
the movie's excellent.
like I said, greatly enjoyed it throughout the times I watched it. It's just that once I came around on it, I have a hard time going back.
Yeah.
It's like taking the pill in the Matrix. Like that's once you're out,
well,
it's like,
thanks,
oh
Kelly.
no.
You fucking blue-pilled Mahoney. I hope you're happy.
I did it.
Why are you taking a pill in the Matrix so Neo doesn't get you pregnant?
Yep. You know it.
And then lastly, number one, talking about a show with no missteps, no bad episodes. It's making a comeback and stuff, so maybe we can see a revival. Motherfucking gargoyles, you guys.
I love gargoyles.
So good.
I could never get into gargoyles. Like I've had
That's
it on.
one too that I watched it recently. I'm like, oh, thank God it's good. Like, thank God it is still good because it's real good.
My absolute favorite thing about gargoyles is that they are all named after New York boroughs, and that their fucking wings clasped in front of them like capes.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and it's got an insane voice cast. The like you put that show up against any of its contemporaries, like all those other Disney afternoon shows, which looked really good. They didn't look like gargoyles. Like
no.
It's wild.
Yeah, Gargoyles is
Gargoyles-
a incredible looking show.
And Batman the Animated Series hit to me the same way, like a different animation style.
Yeah, it's and they had I think same thing. Batman and Gargoyles both kind of have just the scores, man. Like great
just that
scores
dark
and
tone.
good themes and fucking
cityscapes. Everything was at night.
Shit, man, fucking.
Well, I mean, they're gargoyles.
Macbeth, like the Macbeth, is a recurring character in Gargoyles, and it works. It's so crazy. They just go balls to the wall with Shakespeare bullshit midway through season 2, and like, all right, cool, that's what we're doing now. It's so nuts. Fucking show's great. Watch it on the Disney Plus if you have, and it's excellent. That's what I got. You wanna shit on Gargoyles for me, Kelly, or am I okay?
No, it's a tremendous program.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
good.
Gargoyles
Just
is great.
Just checking.
But the guys that did the voices, let me tell you what they did.
They got milkshake ducked.
Yep.
Fucking Jonathan Frakes, Keith David, fucking Ed Asner. Ton of talent in that show.
Oh,
good stuff.
Don't be stingy,
What's
Mark.
next on Discord, Mahoney?
1 second.
Shark is next.
Yeah,
Shark.
I got it up next. I can.
I got it. I got it.
You got it.
I got it. Shark shouts out X-Men, TMNT, and Futurama. And his number 6 is Gravity Falls. Just loved watching this with my kids.
That show
Yeah,
is
it's a good
fucking
time.
great.
He makes it sound so past tense.
It's
Like-
done.
Like he's in like a single dad motel, being like, just loved watching Gravity Falls with my kids. Number 5, Super Friends. Super cheesy, but I still reference the voiceover guy while playing toys with my kids. Meanwhile,
And they're like, Dad, stop that.
yeah, they're like, what are you doing? Doesn't make any sense.
No, Dad, he doesn't do that.
On the same note, Jack's wrapped up Mystery Incorporated again, like the third fucking time. And it was like, I want to watch some other Scooby-Doo. And they have, like some other show on Netflix. I'm like, oh, hey, on HBO Max, they've got the first Scooby-Doo show. The Scooby-Doo Where Are You? That's just like 50 years old. You want to check out an episode of that? He was like, sure. So we're watching Scooby-Doo Where Are You? And a few minutes into it, he's like, Dad, what is this laughing? Like, who is laughing and why? This doesn't make any sense.
Oh my
you know what,
god! I
man?
forgot that show has a laugh track.
Yep.
So many cartoons from that time have laugh tracks, and it's really fucking weird. Like, he's like, who was that and why? And I go, I don't know, son. Back then, cartoons were made in front of a live studio audience. I know what to tell you.
It's wild.
They were just drawing
Wow, I
lots
completely
of
forgot
pictures.
that.
That show's great. All right, number 4, Merry Melodies. Porky, Bugs, Daffy, etc. With my all-time favorite is the What's Opera Doc.
That's a good one.
Merry
that-
Melodies Looney Tunes? Why are we calling it Merry Melodies? What's happening?
It is technically Merry Melodies, yes.
Yeah.
What is this technically?
I mean, whenever you watch a Bugs Bunny, Daffy, Porky cartoon, what comes up at the beginning, it says Merry Melodies. It doesn't say Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it does. Or what is it? What is it? Are they the Looney Tunes in the Merry Melodies shorts? Is that what it is?
I think you're
I
correct.
think so.
I think that's it, yeah.
Bizarre. This is very strange. This feels very Pinky's Out to me, Shark.
No, it's real.
No, it can be real. But who else is calling Looney Tunes Merry Melodies?
I mean, it is technically what it's called.
No. I don't like this. Number 3, Scooby-Doo, all of them. Every last one. Some were great, some not so much. But from a pup named Scooby-Doo to the original to the latest, just love Scooby and the gang. Shout out to all those Scooby-Doos I don't like. Gotta include them.
One of my favorite parts of a pup named Scooby-Doo is the kid Red Herring. Like, that was his name. He was in every episode. It's pretty funny. It's a good bit. Good gag.
One of my favorite parts of Mystery Inc. is the chick that they call Hot Dog Water because she smells like hot dogs. And
Yeah.
she's like, please don't call me Hot Dog Water. And they're like, why don't you shut your fucking mouth, Hot Dog Water?
And she's voiced by Linda Cardellini.
Yep.
Which means Hot Dog Girl can get it.
I was hoping she was voiced by Fred Durst.
Yeah.
Chocolate
They call her Hot
starfish!
Dog Water, and she's like, it's just one of those days. All right, number 2, Batman the Animated Series, from the voice actors to the show being treated seriously and not just a superhero cartoon.
Yeah.
Correct.
Again, until he gets his ass kicked by Lefty.
Yeah. Show definitely gets better as it goes on. That's not for debate.
You got beat up by that girl from TLC?
Probably if she was in episode 4, she definitely kicked his ass.
Set Wayne Manor on fire.
Yeah, I mean,
Bruce
of
Manor.
all the members of TLC, I would be most afraid of Left Eye.
Yeah, same. All right, number 1, The Simpsons. I'm sure this will be on a ton of lists, but just for me, this was the show that was on when I was a kid, high school, in syndication, and on every day at the dinner hall in college, and still on to watch with my kids. Something to say about longevity.
Don't know the last time I watched an episode of The Simpsons.
I mean, me and Mary spent a good portion of last summer watching all of The Simpsons on Disney Plus. Check this out, Mahoney. We got a Looney Tunes cartoon for you.
Okay.
Warner Brothers logo.
Warner Brothers logo.
Listen, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not saying that doesn't happen. I'm saying I don't care. It's called Looney Tunes.
Mahoney's yelling, "I don't care," like Peter David at a Comic-Con when asked about gypsies.
Yikes!
Like, I'm not disputing that the official name for the Looney Tunes cartoons is Merry Melodies. That's fine, but no one calls it that.
And technically, all of the Disney animated shorts from back in the day, around the same era, were called Silly Symphonies.
Yeah, so no one calls them those either. Like, that's just
No,
not
just
real.
the musical ones are silly symphonies.
Okay.
Like the ones, yeah, but like the ones that don't have like a big through line or plot or whatever.
Yeah, if there's no
Skeleton
music,
Dance.
they're called slappy sillies.
Yeah.
And if they're not fun at all, they're called Fantasia.
Oh, snap. Fucking Disney burn.
Kristen's
No,
real mad.
Mahoney, that's actually wrong. It's called a depressing ditty.
Depressing ditty. That's actually the official name of Fantasia, Kelly. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if you know that. People
Yeah,
just
no one
call
actually
it
calls it that,
Fantasia,
though.
but
Yeah.
if you're a true fan, knows that it's really called Depressing Ditty colon Fantasia
Yeah.
colon backslash Son of Sun Night of Night.
Yeah. That time Mickey wore a hat.
Yeah.
You good,
Sun,
Jose?
sun, night, night.
They're so dumb.
Derailed.
We can
Everything's
hear
off the rails.
everything you do.
Who?
All of you.
Some toys fell.
All right. What you got, Kelly?
What do I have?
I forgot these are loud. I'm sorry, but I got to put them back now.
So I was looking at lists of cartoons that came out just to kind of think of some stuff. And I realized there's like a 7-8 year period of my life where apparently I watched no new cartoons. Like I was just looking at lists of stuff that came out and I was like, wow, I haven't seen any of this. So I don't know. I just got to.
That's your first old man moment.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So
I know you're not a youth anymore.
I know.
One of us.
But the funny thing was, this was years when I was a youth.
You're too
Like, this
busy
is
watching
like-
General Hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kelly,
Yeah.
I have bad news. You stopped being a youth sometime around the age of 6.
Yeah, that's fair.
And at that point, you became a full-grown adult.
Yeah, that's true. Damn.
And eventually you will evolve into adult Kelly.
I mean, this first thing on my list fits. Number 6, King of the Hill.
That's a good show. It's a very good show.
Damn it, Bobby.
I almost put that on my list, but my list is like 47 long, and I still haven't even picked the order.
Oh God.
That boy.
Yeah,
right.
no, it's just a sitcom. Like, not a single one of those episodes needs to be animated, but they all are, and it's great.
Yep.
Number 5, New Game. It is an anime about cute anime girls that make video games.
Ooh.
It's a good time. Very good animation. Very relaxing series. Number 4, Mahoney, don't get upset about this.
I'm going to get very upset.
The
If
Bob
you call some fucking show by some name nobody's ever heard of,
maybe. The Bob Clampett Show. It
is
was
that the
Yeah, the
official
Bob
name
Clampett
of the
Show.
Muppet Babies?
It was on Cartoon Network. It was representing various Looney Tunes shorts in unedited forms, and they I think they gave some of them like a little context and stuff for like when they were referencing various world events.
Yeah, but they're all directed by Bob Clampett.
Yeah. Really cool
Okay.
show. I doubt it's streaming anywhere, but you can probably find it. Number 3, Dragon Ball Z. Loved that show when I was a kid. Still,
Up top, Kelly.
yeah,
That's one of those ones I wish that I did get into when it was out.
yeah, because it's a big ask to get into it now because it's just so much.
Well, I would have to start at 0 and just go.
Exactly. But luckily, they did make Dragon Ball Kai, which takes about 100 episodes worth of filler out of the original
It's a
series.
game changer. Like,
Yeah.
it's amazing how much better of a watch it is that way.
Yeah. Number 2, My Hero Academia. Really, really love that show. Just a really great world
Is
building.
that over
to it.
or is that still going?
It's still going. I just watched the most
Season
recent
5
episode.
just started. Yeah.
Just watched the most recent episode tonight before the show.
You wild.
Yeah, really good show. Really good superhero. Like, for my money, the best superhero stuff coming out today, I'd say.
All right. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, it's great. Highly recommended. And then my number 1 is the 90s Spider-Man cartoon.
Nice.
I have I haven't revisited it. I'm sure it's not that great, but I love it.
It is better than X-Men.
Well, that's not hard.
Yeah.
That's not hard there, yeah.
It's better than X-Men. It's not as good as Batman.
Oh,
It's somewhere
ain't
kind
no
of middle.
good, ain't no better than Batman, sure.
One time, as a child, I was watching the episode of the X-Men animated series where they fought the Juggernaut. I was at my grandparents' house, and my grandmother was basically like having a heart attack. And they were like, we need to go because your grandmother needs to go to the hospital. And I was like, can we wait until this episode is over?
It's the Juggernaut.
It's the Juggernaut. And they were like, we cannot because this is a medical emergency. So get in the car, you idiot child. And you know what? I didn't know how that episode ended for probably 15 years. Because it's not like you just go home and rewatch it. Like, you just wait until all 47 episodes of X-Men Season 1 repeated.
But that show was known for playing reruns all the time.
Yeah. And I never saw the Juggernaut one until I fucking bought the DVDs.
You didn't even see like the tape at Blockbuster?
No.
That's wild.
Mahoney's like, Blockbuster?
I was like, they had the X-Men tapes at Blockbuster?
Dude, I rented the X-Men tapes at Blockbuster so much.
Well, not I, Kelly.
Grandma, you gonna be okay there? But yeah, and I will say
the whole thing's only a half an hour. Like,
yeah,
come on.
For the Spider-Man cartoon series, I will still say, like, when I'm reading the comics, the voice actor for Spider-Man in there is still the voice I use in my head for
Hell
Peter.
yeah.
It's Nick Hammond, yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Movie
like,
Greg
that
Brady.
is the voice.
You say Nick Cannon?
Yeah, Nick Cannon.
And he's supposed to be in Spider-Verse.
That would be so cool. Yo, who else gonna be in Spider-Verse? Remy LeBeau.
No, Gambit, you're not allowed in Spider-Verse. You're not a spider.
Ace is high.
Fucking ridiculous. All right, next up on the Discord, we got Juan, who checks
Of
in.
the Thieves Guild.
He says, shout out to Chicago's very own WGN after school lineup. Prior to it becoming Disney Afternoon, I would get home from school and just watch Gem, followed by G.I. Joe, and afterwards the Transformers. A second shout out to The Simpsons because to be around for 32 years is not just a record, but a legacy.
Wait a second.
Shout out
And
to
some would say
Gumbo.
too long. Like,
Hold
that's
on.
a long fucking time. Jesus.
That's a show that's older than I am. That's too long.
Gem, G.I.
wow.
Joe, and Transformers were on TV when I was a kid. Juan's saying it was when he would get home from school. Are you talking about high school?
No, that was when he was getting his master's.
Getting his
Summer
PhD.
college break.
All right, on to the list. Number 6, Dungeons and Dragons. One of the first animated series to use a voice cast that was known for live action. Willie Ames, Don Most, and Adam Rich. Okay. Joined with their other friends, they took a roller coaster ride that placed them in the world of Dungeons and Dragons. Fun fact, there was a final episode written and done as a radio play to end the series, and it was just recently animated using already existing footage by a fan.
That's
Number 5, Kid Video. An all-time favorite, as it featured a band trapped in a music dimension where they had to fight off the evil Master Blaster and his 3 anthropomorphic cat minions. Each episode featured current music from the time, as well as usage of real music videos. The show would end with a music video from the live-action actors that played the band themselves. Fun fact: the guitar player was played by Robbie Rist, more famous for being Cousin Oliver on the Brady Bunch and bailing on an interview with the Popcast.
Yeah, not as famous for completely ghosting us the day we were supposed to have him on the show.
After saying that day, we're on.
All good.
Number 4, Battle for the Planets. No, I'm sorry, my mistake. Battle of the Planets. When I first started watching Battle of the Planets, I had no idea that it was originally a show from Japan called Science Ninja Team Gatchaman. All I knew was that it looked cool and blew my young mind. Where the fuck's my fun fact? What the shit? You fucking set a precedent. God damn it.
Oh, yeah.
Number 3, Super Friends. Between the Super Friends cartoons and the Batman 66 series, my love for comic books and the characters that were in them flourished. The many different heroes the Super Friends would have made me want to seek out comics and read the stories as the cartoon series would go into reruns in the summer. Okay, so the motherfucker's trying to tell you that he watched Super Friends when it first aired, but also jammed Transformers and G.I. Joe. Has Juan lived in all eras?
He might have.
Fucking vampire.
Time is a construct.
Number 2, the Scooby-Doo franchise. I'm a huge Scooby-Doo mark and I've loved just about every version. There's about 2 or 3 that I don't ever need to hear about that has come out. And number 1 with a bullet, Robotech.
Robotech Kickstarter.
I would not know what anime is. The concept and behind-the-scenes drama surrounding the Robotech franchise is just as interesting as the show. Everything from the music to all 3 different series that were rewritten to become the great epic generational saga make this my ultimate number 1.
I like thinking about the concept of Juan being a vampire and being eternal.
Like, I'm not wrong, right? These are radically different eras we're talking about, right?
He's immortal. He doesn't die, but he just got really focused on the 80s for some reason.
I just think that would be sweet. Juan's lived 500 years, but the 80s were the best.
Can't beat him.
Yeah. He's like the 1980s. I just want to be clear. Not the 1780s. Those sucked.
1880s.
Okay, maybe it's not so bad. So,
Did they?
the Super Friends ran from 73 to 85. So the tail end of Super Friends could be the beginning of Gem and Transformers and G.I. Joe and all that shit. So I take it back. But goddamn. 1973 to 1985. 9 seasons, it says.
Was that's a Venture Brothers schedule.
Right? 93 episodes. Huh. All right.
Mahoney, you know who the model.
What were those words?
Oh shit! Remy had a stroke, you guys.
Kendra, the Thieves Guild. She a model.
Thank you, Gambit.
You're welcome.
Sounded like Gambit had to look up a name.
Oh no, I remember Kendra off the top of my head. The name I gotta look up is the name of Remy's wife. Can't remember Remy's wife's name.
Belladonna.
Belladonna, yeah.
Belladonna, that's right.
It's a porn star's name.
I win the bar trivia.
New game, Gambit's wife or porn star?
Both.
Trick question, it's both.
Belladonna Boudreaux.
Oh, I thought her last name was Donna. We need to finish this. Lee, what happened to you?
I told Mahoney to go.
Oh,
for real?
I did not hear that.
Okay.
I did not hear that.
I never heard you.
No.
So here's the deal. I am going to share my list.
In alphabetical order.
My list proper by their real official names.
Oh my god.
Which some of you may not be familiar with, but it's
Oh
fine.
my
So bear with
God.
me. So before we get to that, I want to do my shout outs, which are very lengthy, and I'll go through them very quickly. The 90s X-Men and Spider-Man, we already talked about. Those were great. Garfield and Friends? fucking
Hell yeah.
wonderful.
Mhm.
Loved that show.
Watch that before
With
school.
the duck that just walked around inside of an egg or a chicken or whatever it was. That thing was
I got
nonsense.
so pissed whenever those fucking farm animals would come on. I'm like, get back to Garfield, you sack of
Yeah.
shit.
U.S. Acres.
Hate those fucking guys.
They were great. They were great. Darkwing Duck was great. Muppet Babies is like a formulative show from my youth. Love that show. Think about it often. The new Muppet Babies just never lived up to the old. The Critic. I loved The Critic.
It stinks.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
The Critic was great.
Loved it.
Remember Captain N?
Oh
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I fucking hated Captain N.
What?
What?
I was a big video game kid, and so like none of these fucking characters behaved like I wanted them to, or talk like I wanted them to, or even look like I wanted them to.
That makes sense. Like Mega Man was real weird.
Mega Man was weird. Simon was weird. Mother Brain was weird. Like, fuck that show.
King Hippo ruled. Though.
Bizarre. Anyways, shout out to Avatar and Decora. Shout out to Darkwing Duck. I don't know if I already read that one. Shout out to the Mickey Mouse shorts. Those are great. Those quick 5-minute shorts that they just started doing recently. Those are wonderful.
You mean Silly Symphonies?
Nope. And then shout out to Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes, because that show was wonderful. And I'm still sad that it's not still going. All right, number 6 on my list, I have It's Japan Kids, better known to some of you as Ninja Turtles. Number 5, we have WB Presents Fight, which was what they called Justice League, and later Justice League Unlimited. At 4, of course, Disney's Quack Attack, DuckTales. My number 3, a show I just greatly enjoyed as a child, had all these toys, and it was a wonderful time. The Happy Fun Recruitment Hour, G.I. Joe. My number two is a show that really honestly shaped me, because I still love mysteries and everything about it to this day, and that is, of course, Purina Presents the After School Happy Fun Times. Scooby-Doo.
I thought you were going to say James Bond Jr.
I almost put that in my shout-outs. I definitely watched that show. And my favorite was also on Lee's list, and it's the Rocky Rocks Rock Spectacular, Gargoyles.
Rocky Rocks Rock
Fun
Spectacular.
Yeah. I know most people call it Gargoyles, but I like to call it the official name.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you know,
watch
that's
the
only
episode.
polite.
It's in the fine print at the beginning. It says Rocky Rocks Rock Spectacular, and then
Yeah, when the guys read the script, that's what it says at the top.
Yeah.
What's the working title?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, great. Solid.
It's a good list.
Yeah. What's next on Discord, Nice?
All right, Vetter says, I need to narrow this list down if I'm going to be able to put a list together, so I'm going with the traditional Saturday morning / after school tunes. My apologies to The Simpsons, Beavis and Butthead, and Drawn Together, etc. Oh man, remember Drawn Together?
Yep.
I like Drawn Together, but I would never put it at the top.
I agree.
I enjoyed it when it came out. I bet a whole lot of money it does not hold up in any capacity.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah. Number 6, I can't decide on which one of these 4 to put here, so I'll let you fine gents pick for me. Gargoyles, Animaniacs, Tiny Toons, or Muppet Babies?
Oh my god, this is very difficult.
Gargoyles.
Gargoyles.
Yeah. All 4 are great, though.
All 4 are great, for sure.
Yeah, I can't pick because it definitely reveals some of my list. Number 5, Ren and Stimpy. They introduced us to the Happy Happy Joy Joy song, The Greatest Hero, Powdered Toast Man, and taught valuable life lessons like don't whiz on the electric fence. Ren and Stimpy was some real avant-garde shit for...
Remember the shaving yak?
Yeah.
Yes.
The great shaving
Even
yak?
as a kid, like... So what it was like Doug, Rugrats, and then Ren and Stimpy,
Yep.
and it would hit Ren and Stimpy, and I was like, "What is happening?"
Yeah, it's time for the nonsense.
I can see that. Yeah, Ren and Stimpy is definitely RoboCop territory.
Yeah.
It was like, and it just did not fit. Where it was like, here's Doug,
No.
and now
it
here's
fit.
Rugrats.
It just fit with a different crowd.
Remember when
And
Ren
then
and Stimpy came back, and then it really sucked, and they kind of devalued their
sucked.
name?
Yeah, and then
Real bad.
the
I
guy
didn't
who
really
created
watch
it
that.
was outed as a sex pervert.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You know, hey, we have already established shitty people can do great things.
It's true. Number 4, X-Men. My favorite comic and characters finally made it to my TV. I was beyond pumped when this finally aired.
All Remy get to do.
The fucking same dude who wrote the X-Men theme song wrote the Power Rangers theme song, and that's almost too much badass for one person to produce.
I thought
I mean, that dude could have just retired.
Yeah. Did he just immediately die afterwards?
Jose
Name is
thinks
Ron
that
Wasserman.
Whitney Houston wrote the X-Men theme song. Yep, I love that bit. Whatever you want from me, I'm giving you everything. Number 3, Dino Saucers. This was my show before heading out for school every morning. It's essentially Transformers, but with dinosaurs instead of robots.
All right. Is that the one where the dinosaurs had like armor and the people rode on them?
No, that was Dino Riders.
Dino Riders.
Dino Riders. Okay. You know what? What a very specific name for that.
Dino
How could you mix those up, you fool?
Dino Saucers was the show where the dinosaurs were really into condiments.
Yep.
Number 2, G.I. Joe.
Fucking what?
This was my thing as a kid. I had the toys, comics, bed sheets, and never missed an episode. And those dubbed over public service announcements are always good for a laugh. Who wants a bottom massage? And number 1, the Disney Afternoon, a 2-hour block of DuckTales, Rescue Rangers, Darkwing Duck, and either Goof Troop or Tailspin. 3 of those could make a list by themselves, but having them packed in together was just fantastic. DuckTales may be the perfect cartoon with the perfect theme song. Woo!
There it is.
Duck tits.
I love Goof Troop, Tailspin. Those are all good shows. Tailspin is so fucking weird, you guys.
Yeah, it is.
It's so fucking strange. It's like, okay, cartoon about a single mom
shipping company
and her son and their shipping company. Also, fuck it, Jungle Book characters. Okay.
I wanted that little hoverboard thing he had so bad.
Cloud Kickers, what was it called? It was a something foil, right? Hydrofoil or
something. I don't know.
Skyfoil.
Cool.
No. Good shit. So Juggalo John writes in, top 6, number 6, Beetlejuice. I fucking loved the Beetlejuice
that was
cartoon.
a great show.
Number 5, The Adventures of Sam and Max, Freelance Police. Oh shit! Number 4, Eek the Cat, Terrible Thunder Lizards and Clutter.
Wow,
this is all the same block of shows. I fucking loved Eek the Cat back in the day. Number 3, Tiny Toon Adventures, Tasmania, Animaniacs and Freakazoid.
Put the Taz in Tasmania.
That's a good one. First Sega Genesis game I ever played was Tasmania.
Wow, what a choice!
It was not very good. Number 2, Invader Zim. And number 1, the giant mash up of Batman, Superman, Justice League, and Justice League Unlimited. The whole fucking thing. Also, but what? He leaves out Batman Beyond like some kind of shithead? What the fuck, John?
Batman Beyond was great. The Batman Beyond Return of the Joker, like director's cut or whatever, that was like direct to DVD. That was so good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Jose and I were writing a Batman Beyond script at one point in our lives.
It seems like a no-brainer. Like,
yeah.
So, like, why not? At this point, they're doing anything that they think might be successful, so they might do it. Then shout out to the Looney Tunes show.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, what?
No, what?
No, he's talking about the Looney Tunes show, which is the half-hour sitcom that they came out with in 2017.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
I don't get you.
Which is also on the HBO Max and is pretty good.
Yeah, that's actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that we specified. It's good to make a distinction between the shows.
It's very important. And then, what you got, Nice?
All right, what do I got?
I'm excited for this one. I'm on the edge of my seat.
My shout
why don't we actually why don't we save Nyes for last? I'll do Zero's list, and then Nyes can close us out.
All right.
So I think everyone else is gone, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so Naz will close us out. Zero's up next. He's going to avoid anime and modern cartoons, keeping things a bit more mainstream. Shout out to Transformers. Otherwise, most of my list would just be, and then this other Transformers series. Number 6, Space Ghost Coast to Coast. I feel like this show was so ahead of its time. It was a show meant for YouTube before most people knew what the internet was.
Now, I would have to go back and rewatch the episodes. But how did they do it? Like, was it just a normal person at like a press junket asking questions, and then they would figure out?
It has to be, yeah. So they would.
So.
But they knew they were talking to Space Ghost.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not like they took them out of context and turned them into the show. Like, they knew they were talking to Space Ghost.
But they don't know what Space Ghost is going to say.
Right.
No, I don't think so. I think that they were being interviewed by quote-unquote Space Ghost. And I don't know that they could even see him necessarily. But I feel like...
Yeah, I just thought that they were interacting with
the
voice. Whoever was... Like, they were actually going back and forth. It's just
because George Love's a big improviser, so he probably just shooting the shit, and then they animated whatever he said.
Yeah. Is that streaming anywhere?
Got to be HBO Max.
If it's anywhere, it's there, yeah.
Pretty sure it is. I think I just saw like a little card for it.
Yeah, I kind of want to go back and rewatch that. I mean, I haven't seen...
If you watch one episode of Space Ghost, you got to watch the one with Bjork. Because... Again, we're talking about how we think Space Ghost was made, right? And again, they knew they're talking to Space Ghost. They're probably talking to George Lowe, even if it's off camera, whatever. Either Bjork had no idea what the fuck was going on, or she didn't care, or something. So the episode is essentially rewritten so that Bjork is Space Ghost's ex-wife and she won't hang up the phone. It's fucking hilarious. It's wonderful.
I wasn't the biggest Space Ghost fan, but I fucking loved the Brack show.
Oh yeah,
fucking Brack. Yeah,
that's
a good one.
Yeah, I need to watch some of that stuff because I remember it seeing at whatever. I mean, I was gonna say late night, but I was a child, so it was probably like 8 o'clock.
No, it came out at like 10. I mean, it's pretty late night.
Okay. Okay, those must have been nights when I went a little crazy. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I need to watch that. Number 5, Animaniacs. WB had a lot of zany cartoons, but Animaniacs was my favorite. The new reboot holds up too.
That's good shit.
Show was
good
great.
Shit, pal. Good shit.
Number 4, Exo Squad, a race genetically created to be slaves rising up to be the superior race. Also one of the earliest shows I watched with heavy continuity. I have no idea what that is.
It was one of those shows in the 90s where like it existed just because it was a toy line, but it's actually really good, which is kind of rare for those things.
Didn't it also have like an environmental tip to it, kind of like Captain Planet?
Yeah, because I mean they're on Mars, like because what happened was they engineered a race of people essentially to terraform Mars, and then they did, and then they revolted because no one wants to be a slave forever, and so it's about like a civil war between the Martians and the the Earth people, and like so I mean there is definitely that part of it, but it's not as like on the nose as a Captain Planet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
it's a good show. It holds up.
Number 3, Beavis and Butthead. The effects this show had on an entire generation's vocabulary and language can still be felt to this day.
And
That's
don't show me an episode of Beavis and Butthead where they're not watching music videos, because that's not
get the
Beavis
fuck
and
out of
Butthead.
here.
Yeah.
That's the show.
Yeah, that's the format. If I don't see that, that's not the show I came for.
My favorite episodes are the ones where they didn't watch videos. I appreciate it now, but at the time I'm like, let's get back to the story. Come on.
Yeah, but
Oh shit! You know what I just realized? I left off of my list that absolutely needed to be on there. Fucking Daria.
Daria was good.
Love
Daria's
that show.
real good.
Love that show.
Yeah, right on the time Daria came out, I was like, oh, so basically, if I was a girl, I would be Daria.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. This is why this resonates with me.
Number 2, Voltron. I love Transformers, but there's this nostalgia hit I get from Voltron that I don't get from anywhere else.
Fair enough.
And number 1, Invader Zim. Did you know that Invader Zim is 20 years old now? Fuck time.
Woo!
And then
Yeah,
a special second shout out to Freakazoid. A guy absorbs the entire knowledge of the internet instead of being all intelligent and solving the world's problem. He's just really annoying and makes loud noises.
Oh, sounds like the internet.
I didn't know that's what that show was about.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like he liked to be choked.
Yeah, because that was a show where I saw the commercials and like, man, this is just a guy making loud noises. No thanks.
No.
Yeah,
Dexter
never into
Douglas
that.
got on the internet and inhaled all the knowledge and became the Freakazoid.
Huh, man.
That would do it.
And then do it. Yeah. Oh my God. Can you imagine how fucking fried your brain would be? And that was in the days before broadband existed. It's like he didn't even get all the porn.
Just
photos
get all the 4chan. loading one line at a time.
Imagine getting all of the internet in your head and not getting any porn.
I don't know. I don't even know.
Let's see. Back in the day, it turned into Freakazoid. Today, it turns you into Ultron.
Today, it turns you into Lee's Realtor.
Do your own research.
Oh, God. What a magnificent weirdo. Good list, Zero. Good list.
Right, close us out, guys.
Yeah.
All right, so I kind of went along the same lines as Vetter did. I wanted to go with specifically like Saturday morning Disney afternoon era cartoons. So Saturday morning cartoons, shows that you would watch when you get home from school. I did leave one of my favorite cartoons of all time. I left off the list because X-Men the Animated Series was very serious for a cartoon. So like that could have all been done in live action. That could have been an hour-long drama, but
for sure.
They animated it instead, and that was kind of where cartoons started to take a turn for me into more serious stuff. So I do have some shout-outs. I specifically wanted to shout out cartoons based on celebrities. So there was the MC Hammer cartoon called Hammerman. There was Pro Stars, which was Michael Jordan, Bo Jackson, and Wayne Gretzky as superheroes. Macaulay Culkin had Wish Kid, where he had the magic baseball glove where he could make wishes on. You guys remember Camp Candy, starring John Candy?
Yes.
I do now.
And then, like, also there was Life with Louie and Bobby's World.
I was about to say, do not tell me you're going to come out of this thing and not say Life with Louie. Come on.
It was a real interesting era. All right, my list.
For whatever reason, I have weird memories of there being an episode of Life with Louie where he's just yelling about a cat trying to eat some butter.
Probably.
Mom, the cat's trying to eat butter. Mom, the cat's trying to eat the butter.
That's a little fat boy speaking like a grown fat man.
Trying to eat the butter. The kitty trying to eat the butter.
Hi, Louie. My name's Bobby.
Oh, God.
Also, there was a... Oh, shit.
I feel like the podcast was just haunted.
Who even did that voice? It came out of absolutely nowhere. It just came out of the walls.
I don't like any of this.
You're forgetting the Tone Loc vehicle, Sea Bear and Jamal.
Oh my God.
Sea Bear and Jamal.
Well, while we're talking about Tone Loc in
Sea Bear and
cartoons, what about
Jamal.
fucking Baby's Kids?
Fuck yeah, Baby's Kids.
All right, my list proper.
Guys, I'm really upset that Bobby was here.
Go away, Bobby. Don't come back.
Okay? Kelly? Are you okay?
Jesus Christ, stop it.
It's funny because you just changed it up a little bit. It's
Mogwai, Gizmo, Mogwai.
No.
all right. Number 6. So this was like, you think Avengers Infinity War is a great crossover? We talked about it earlier, but Captain N, the Game Master, where you just bring in all these different video game characters into this crazy ass world, and
they all suck.
Captain N had an awesome belt with the Nintendo controller on it, and he had a Nintendo zapper. It was great.
And a sweet Letterman jacket.
But also, it was at a time where besides the actual games, this was the only reference we had of these characters. So they had some artistic license to kind of do whatever they wanted with the characters.
Yeah, like make a Mega Man green for some fucking reason.
I'm sure it had to be some sort of rights issue. Because it was also a bunch of
that's
different...
not Mega Man. He's green.
It was also a
now,
bunch
Mega
of...
Man was in the game, but they had a hard time securing the rights for Blue.
Yeah. Number 5, I am really surprised that this hasn't been brought up at all. This was my go-to get home from school show, Tiny Toon Adventures.
Loved that show.
Yeah, that's a good one, man.
I watched that show religiously. I entered a contest to win the VHS of Tiny Toon Adventures, How I Spent My Summer Vacation, and a little TV VCR combo. I didn't get the TV VCR, but I did get a copy of the VHS, so that was cool.
Nice.
I have extremely fond memories of the VHS of that movie.
Yeah. And just a real smart show, and did their own thing, even though they were all...
and his family picking up a serial killer on their summer vacation.
Hell yeah. Number 4, I lumped all the Disney afternoon or / Disney shows in together. So Gummy Bears, DuckTales, Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, Darkwing Duck. I wasn't really a Gargoyles guy. Goof Troop was fine, but those were my faves. Number 3, mentioned a bunch of times, G.I. Joe. Had all the toys. Cartoon was the shit. Nothing more to say about that. My number 2, I thought about not putting this on my list because I don't really remember it being a Saturday morning cartoon, but it was a weekday cartoon. And I couldn't do a top 6 cartoons without putting Ninja Turtles on here. Come on. Even though it's really bad. It's a really bad show.
Yeah, but you got a pizza wall, so you can't.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, you're legally obligated.
My number 1 with a bullet, whenever I think about cartoons, whenever I think about Saturday morning cartoons, the one cartoon I think of is Muppet Babies. Like, what a ride that show was. Like, banger theme song. You had clips from movies in it. Kermit as Indiana Jones. Piggy as Princess Leia. Fucking wild. And the fact that they can't release it at all, like, just adds to its legacy. It's kind of... Muppet Babies is kind of like the Song of the South, but without the racism. The way it's just kind of locked down and you can't really... can't really watch it.
Yeah, no. And you look back at it, too, and you realize that, some of the clips that they'd put in there were such weird non sequiturs, and the things they were referencing, it's like... What kid's gonna get this joke?
Right.
Like, this is it's really, really weird. Like, you said it before, it's some avant-garde shit. Some of it is very odd.
But also, at this point, you have to imagine Disney owns most of those clips, probably.
I mean, hell, probably. Yeah. Well, hey, man, they released WKRP. You can get that now. So if that can be done, then anything can, I guess.
What was the problem with that? It had music on it?
Every episode had music, like every single episode. So it was a rights nightmare. Because, home video didn't exist when that show came out. And rather than being like, fuck it, who cares? These songs are 50 years old. They're like, I want my nickel.
It's like, I can't imagine watching The Wonder Years without that theme song.
Right.
It was like...
Yeah, that's exactly.
You said you can't imagine watching The Wonder Years without the theme song, and the Full House theme song is all I could think of. Like, what are we talking about?
What would you do if I sang
there we
out
go.
of tune? Okay. Train of thought here. Wonder Years made me think of the show with the Down syndrome kid. I forget what the name of that show was.
Oh.
Fucking Corky, right?
Corky, yeah.
My chorus sung
some kind of
for him.
Life goes on.
Yeah.
Obadi, Obada, life goes
Obada.
on. So I'm coming home the other day from an appointment and getting some breakfast for me and Mary, and I'm driving down the road towards our house, and I see this man walking in the road. And it's kind of rainy out, and he's just kind of wearing a t-shirt, shorts, and flip-flops, and he's walking by the train tracks, and boy, oh boy, this man, I'm driving behind him, so I just see him from behind. and I say, "This gentleman has the body language of a man with Down syndrome." And you all know what I'm talking about. Like, just limbs flailing everywhere. Love them to death. Sweetest people in the world. But you got a body language to you. Drive past him. Look in the mirror. The man did not appear to have Down syndrome. And I thought to myself, man, I would be so bummed if some stranger drove past me and assumed I had Down syndrome just based on my body language.
That would downright ruin your week. Some stranger told you spelled bad, and it ruined like 2 weeks for you.
It sure did. Fucking Nancy. Somebody help that man. He has Down syndrome. Say what? I have a what now?
Who? Where? Oh, God, that's funny. This is great. These were solid lists, gang.
Yeah.
Good
This is
stuff.
a good topic.
Good participation.
Going. Yeah, I loved it. We got next week, nice.
So next week, this one was delayed a few times, but since Falcon and Winter Soldier will be finishing up this week, let's do top six duos next week.
Fuck yeah.
So if you already got your list together, just post it again.
Put it back in there. Do it.
Copy
Do it
paste,
up.
real easy. Who cares?
Good shit. Yeah, there you go. Top 6 duos for next week. I'm into it. Let's talk comics. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm quite keen on comic books, especially the ones about superheroes.
So King of Black is done, and it's pretty fucking cool, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool ending. The Captain Universe shit I never saw coming, but it makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, that was cool.
What a big dumb comic booky thing to do. You know, Venom is the King in Black. That's kind of fucking wild. Like, I'm getting the feeling more and more as his career progresses that Donny Cates and I read the same comics growing up, and so he loves all the same shit I do, basically.
Yeah.
So there's a whole lot of that going on. I'm into it. So all the Venom shit he's doing is awesome. Like, it looks like they brought Flash Thompson back to life too. I'm pretty excited about.
Yeah, that's cool.
But using the same rules that they used to bring Carnage back, so fuck it, why not? You know, like I'm into it. I get it. So that's all really great. The Power Rangers books continue to be fucking awesome, better than they have any right to be. And then the last thing I want to talk about, just kind of power through. There wasn't a whole lot that came out last week. Is Daredevil 29. Daredevil continues to be fucking excellent. Got Daredevil in jail, not Matt Murdock. Daredevil in prison, which is kind of hilarious that they let that slide. And so it's an awesome story. You know, fucking he gets poisoned at the end of the last issue, and so he cheese up to get unpoisoned and kicks the shit out of a bunch of guys in the yard. It's fucking great. But while he's in there doing that, Elektra's out being Daredevil, and like it had been in the back of my mind for a while, but it only occurred to me. Like this issue, but what it is about Chichetto's Elektra that's so striking and what's so familiar about it is that when he draws Elektra, and not as much when she's in her Daredevil costume, but when he draws Elektra, he does that same thing Frank Miller did, where it's like her hair is alive.
Yeah, she's got
like,
big old hair.
The big hair that's always moving around. Like that same thing Frank Miller did. Frank Miller's Elektra had giant fucking hair.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's a good little throwback, and I really appreciate it. It hit me like this time. I'm like, oh, that's where I've seen that from. Okay, all right. That's why this is fucking cool. And she's also taken the kid she saved from a symbiote under her wing. She's like, punching this kid, teaching her how to fight. And she's like, why are you doing this? And she's like, well, because there's weak people and strong people, kid. Who do you want to be? He's like, there's strong people, and there's people that think they're going to be saved. So what do you want to do? And she goes out and kicks the shit out of some guys in front of this little girl. This little girl's like, I want to be strong. Like she's like, fuck yeah, you do. It's really, really good. Again, fucking kooky weirdo Chip Zdarsky writing kick-ass comics.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? And also fucking, Mike Murdock having magicked himself into existence with a bastard son of Wilson Fisk, he also magicked into existence, concocting a plan is kind of amazing. It's kind of nuts. But I don't know. And what do you think, Kelly? Do you think Mike knows he's magicked?
I don't know. I can't get a read on that.
Like, he's definitely magicked, but doesn't he magic himself in? But does he know he magicked himself in?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know, and I don't know which way is better. You know what I mean? Like, if he just doesn't have any idea, he just thinks he's a real boy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I kind of like that.
Good stuff. What you got, Kelly?
First off, shout outs to Belle Biv DeVoe's Poison.
Hey, Kelly.
Yeah.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Never trust a big butt and a smile.
Nope.
Life
Never.
lessons.
What a tremendous song. I'm like
That's,
halfway
Jennifer's theme
through.
song. Girl's got a big butt and a smile.
Yep. I'm like halfway through Savage Dragon now.
Nice.
About issue
That's a lot
one.
of Dragon, Kelly.
Yeah.
I
I'm at, like,
don't know any
issue,
reference. I don't know if that's 12 issues or 500.
I'm at issue like right around 140.
Yikes.
And the most recent one that came out is 258. So I'm getting there.
You're cruising.
It's like I'm halfway through Belle Biv DeVoe's discography.
Yeah, other than that, I haven't really read anything else of note.
I feel like you can get halfway through Belle Biv DeVoe's discography real quick. Probably in like a half hour.
Yeah. Wonder how many albums they have.
I'm going to go with 2.
Any other bets?
More than 2, because they had at least
4.
They had at least 2 at their height. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'll say
5.
4.
I'm gonna say 5. I'm gonna go
4?
with the high.
Yeah, I was gonna say 4, possibly 5.
Oh man, I'm so excited.
4.
I love
It
Belle
was
Biv DeVoe.
4 of them.
Yeah.
4 studio albums.
1990 was the release of Poison.
Mm-hmm.
1993 saw the release of Hootie Mac. 2001
Hootie Mac.
saw the release of BBD.
Postman,
And
ABC, BBD.
2017 saw the release of Three Stripes.
But they also had a remix album in
Yep.
1991, and then a greatest hits in 2000.
Greatest hits don't count.
Yeah, I don't count those.
I had the Belle Biv DeVoe Poison on cassette tape, and I would listen to it on my yellow Sony Walkman.
Nice.
Love it.
Poison.
It's driving me out of my mind.
Singing nice.
Now I'll sing it as Bobby.
I try, it's hard for me
Oh,
to
no.
find. Can't get it out of my head. Mr. Disco Level, that girl is poison.
Kelly, why
It's
is this
not
happening?
as bad knowing where it's coming from now. But it was
really
the initial...
honestly had no idea where it came from. the first
Yes,
time.
it was the initial shock of where is this ghost child's voice coming from. It was really upsetting.
Hey, man.
Bobby
love
will
it.
strike. Don't
You
turn
guys think
off
we're
the
talking
lights.
about nice?
Bobby's here.
I do have things to talk about. Very much so. At the end of April, Jojo Rabbit is leaving HBO Max. So we watched it, and it was very good. Very fun. Definitely a little sad because it does take place in Nazi Germany. So just be prepared. But real good. If you need reference, it's the movie Taika Waititi wrote and directed where he plays a young boy's imaginary friend, Hitler.
Sounds like a real fun for the whole family.
It is.
I saw that back when I used to go to the movies all the time. It was very good.
It is a lot of fun. And then we have Discovery Plus. We got rid of YouTube TV and just got Discovery Plus and Peacock, so that I could watch The Office. She could watch, Food Network, TLC,
Nerd shit.
HGTV shows, And because of the holiday today, they launched a new show hosted by Ron Funches called Chopped 420, where it's basically the regular Food Network show Chopped, but they use weed in the ingredients, and it was very fun to watch. I've definitely seen some other weed cooking shows on like Netflix before, but this one is much better. They did a very good job. And then also
Ganja lasagna.
Yes. Also, they have a documentary show following Jim Belushi's weed growing farm called Growing Belushi.
Oh, is that out now?
Yeah. We watched the first episode of that tonight. It's funny because the premise is a reality.
Prison for it.
It's supposed to be this reality show documentary, but just like most reality shows, there's clearly shit that's set up and staged. But then there was a whole scene that was just straight out of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Just they did a intervention on Jim Belushi and brought like all of his family, his former co-stars there, and just the way it was played and acted was very much like a comedy show. I don't think it was
like
actually real.
A Belushi intervention's in bad taste.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't
staged Belushi intervention.
It wouldn't be in bad taste, would it? That you would want to make sure you have constant Belushi interventions, I would think.
Yeah, like if it was real.
The one
I think playing a Belushi intervention for kicks is kind of.
Well, I mean, it wasn't an intervention about drugs. It was an intervention about they didn't want him to fail at the weed growing business. But one of the very cool things
He was
about
watching
the show,
too many episodes of Hoarders.
Yeah. So one of the main bits of the show is they've got the dude that used to sell weed to all of the original Saturday Night Live cast members, and he still has that same strain. It's called the Captain Jack. So that's like Jim Belushi's way of getting a leg up on the competition. He's like, I've got the SNL weed. Like, I'm marketing myself that way.
All right.
I think they called it the smell of SNL.
Anybody want some of the weed that helped kill my brother?
Well, I mean, the weed didn't kill him.
No. The weed was like at the
He
way
straight up
bottom of the
dead.
list.
Like if he had been addicted to weed, like he would have been fine. You know.
Yeah. I'm just saying,
That's
probably
why-
health matters.
Yeah, but I mean, you ain't no Dian on
It
weed.
was
No,
that.
At least it was problems, for
it-
sure.
Yeah,
At least
it was
problems.
that 8-ball that did the trick.
At least it was problems, for sure. But still. Odd. Very fucking weird. What you got, Jose?
Sasquatch.
Cool.
Got him.
God damn it! I'm gonna have to paint a wall the color of a Sasquatch now, aren't I?
So it's a Duplass Brothers joint on Hulu, and I guess they dropped the first 3 episodes. I'm pretty sure it's going to be more than 3, but 3 came out today, 420. So what it is it's the deep redwoods of California, and this guy who is a writer goes undercover. He went undercover as a Aryan. He went undercover on both sides of gangs that this one was, I don't know if the gangs was undercover, but you know, he embedded himself with both gangs during a war to see both sides, tell both sides of the story. So like, you know, just out there shit. And when he was working a story at a grow house, he heard a guy run in and say, they're all dead. Their bodies have been ripped apart. They're everywhere. Nobody took any of the weed. It's all still there. Bigfoot killed him. So,
Can you fucking imagine?
I don't want to
That
spoil
being
anything.
your Thursday?
I don't want to spoil anything on where that goes, but it's deep redwoods. So there's a lot of, it was like the gold rush of weed. Just a lot of people moved up there and started planting weed because for some reason it was producing like some of the best weed. It just grew better there. bigger buds, like everything that grew there was just better. So it was a gold rush. Everybody going out there getting land, but then it became like the old West, where if you got all these farms, you got to protect them now. So fucking, you'd have like booby traps throughout these woods and armed guards watching, and then they got popped by the war on drugs when they brought that in. They went in hard on weed. So it's both angles, but this area is also known for large amounts of Sasquatch sightings. So it kind of goes.
Is this a documentary or is it a drama series?
A documentary series.
That's fucking crazy. So people really did die.
Well, the guy
killed by a Sasquatch remains to be seen.
The guy didn't see the murders, so he's looking into the murders years later.
All right. That's fucking wild. All right.
It's a little wild. It's an interesting watch. But I mean, most likely what it could be is these
drug farmers
people.
Drug farmers
kill
more likely
somebody.
than Sasquatch.
Yeah, you cut them up, but then you use the whole fucking it's the Scooby-Doo bad guy. You know what I mean? I'll dress up as a Sasquatch and go out there. And then they talk to the guy that got like the famous one, where she walked and she like kind of turns around. So I guess the guy that shot that video, his neighbors are the guy who said that he was the dude in the suit.
It's a Sabruder, right? Is that right?
No, that's the JFK murder.
Yeah, that's JFK.
Shit, yeah.
Same guy. I thought it was the same guy. I thought he was just in both
just got around.
Wow, that's weird.
So the guy that shot the video completely believes he got Bigfoot, and then the other guy's like, "It was me."
It's
They
weird.
paid me $1,000.
Why
to
is
get
this
into the suit.
Sasquatch walking like it has Down syndrome?
He's like, if you would look at the video, you can see my wallet in my back pocket. So I don't know, but it's interesting. It's interesting. It doesn't completely focus on like, it's Bigfoot. It jumps back and forth. Here's some Bigfoot talk about, some stories that happen in these woods that relate to the drug farm. Here's some backstory on what's been going on with these drug farms. It's an interesting, just fucking gold rush of weed up in the Bigfoot Mountains.
Ridiculous.
Remember Harry and the Hendersons?
I sure do.
The Duplex
time
guys
he
went
murdered
into
a whole
like,
bunch of drug dealers.
yeah, he went into like fucking full documentary mode. They got like a shitload on Netflix.
It's crazy. What you got, Mahoney?
Let's see. I don't have much of anything. I haven't really gotten to watch anything. I didn't get to watch Falcon and Winter Soldier until like late on Friday. That was a cool episode.
Yeah, that was really good.
So, have we all seen it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
No, you haven't seen it yet?
Oh, Lee, get up on it.
That show is
Okay.
low-key great, but the other great thing about it is there's not really a whole lot to spoil, so you don't have to rush to watch it.
Yeah, Lee, they kill off Falcon and Winter Soldier. It's nuts.
Oh, man, that seems like a lot to do in one episode.
You saw the one before, though? Like, you saw how the last one ended?
Yeah.
So, there's a shocking amount of people defending John Walker on the internet. Like a disappointing amount of people being like, I mean, he was upset his best bud died. Of course he had to decapitate a man on the steps.
I bet they've got some real interesting tweets after this afternoon as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do.
Now, the best shit is John Walker in Germany looking at the door of Milage. Like, you have no jurisdiction here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not even super soldiers.
What a whiny bitch he is. Oh, he's the fucking worst.
Not only are they black, but they're women, and they're not even super soldiers. He whipped my
Looking
ass.
real strong, John. That popped the whole house. Me, Zoe, and Nicole all laugh our asses off. He's getting his ass kicked. It's looking real strong, John. It's good shit.
So yeah, that's all I got.
Quality program, that show.
It's a cool show. Everybody should watch it.
Shang-Chi trailer looks pretty good.
You're goddamn right it does.
Yeah, that was cool.
That movie's gonna be awesome.
When the dude sitting in the chair, when he was looking down, I could have swore, I was like, is that fucking Jackie Chan?
Get excited for Shang-Chi. Get excited for Black Widow, the two Asian leads.
Finally.
That joke is everywhere on the internet.
Oh, that's good. All right. Well, I don't know about you, but I had fun tonight.
Yeah.
That's a good time.
That's a good time.
Hell yeah.
Let's call
Always
it.
do.
Thanks to everybody who hung out with us, talked about cartoons. You're all beautiful people. Come back next week. We'll talk about top 6 duos. And yeah, check out that new Too Far Tuesday shirt at merch.panelsonpages.com. Hit us up on the Discord. Links to all this shit at PanelsOnPages.com. It's all over the place. For Jason Nyes, Jose Guzman, Kelly Harris, and our good buddy Mahoney, I am the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. We'll talk to you guys next week at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at youtube.com/panelsonpages. Good night. We love you. Bye-bye.
Do you mind if I this?
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Do you mind if I this? Do you mind if I this?
Fucking Google something.
Do you mind if I this?
Holy shit.
Do you mind if I this?
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Do you mind if I this?
I didn't want to say it.
Do you mind if I this?
What are you, some kind of bitch?
Whoa.
Do you mind if I this?
You fucking
Google ass bitch.
Do you mind if I this?
Why you keep bugging us, you two?
Do you mind if I this?
You fucking Google ass bitch. That's it. Show's over. We're done.
See you next Tuesday.
Don't say see you next Tuesday.